Back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, where Jackson Christian School hosts the USJ Bruins. And Dave, let's look at a couple of stats here, and we'll talk about them. First of all, the leading rusher for USJ is Caleb Willis. He's getting 91.5 yards per game, but Tyler Wallace, some people call him Dez, is also getting some of those carries. Not as many as Willis, though. But we've got our own good runner, Jackson Taylor. He's getting 80 yards per game. First game, he had a great game last week in that fourth quarter. He had some great runs. And remember, they were tugging at the football, trying to rip the football away, and he out-wrestled them and actually gained yardage while he was wrestling for the football with them.
Yeah, he carried 2 or 3 of them down the field, and that's not a big difference there, Coach. In rushing-wise, Willis 91, we got Taylor at 80. Hey, that means that ground game pretty even.
Yeah, and we get some jet sweeps out of Brooks, Cisco, and different people. And, of course, passing yards for USJ, Andrew Smith, who's taken over at quarterback for them, 223 yards per contest. But we have Caden Clark, the senior, and he's getting 273.5 yards per game.
Yeah, I think we definitely hold the advantage there, and Clark and Caden's he's just a great leader. He's calm about things, and in this kind of a rivalry game, in this kind of emotional game, that's what you want, is somebody that you can just stare into his eyes and you see absolute calmness.
And we have 3 really fine receivers in Cisco, Tinsley, and, of course, Danielle Brooks. All 3 are capable of taking it to the house. We don't know how much we'll see of Tinsley tonight. The Carlock is the big receiver, Wesley Carlock, for them, although they can throw to McGrath and another young man named Long. They can hit him for some long balls too.
Yeah, and they're going to try to hit them long balls, and that's what that's what their offense sets up. They're going to chip, bang, and then they're going to go. And Carlock, he has great hands. He's going to be tough to carry, and we're just, once again, we're going to have to stay in our defensive scheme, what we've been coached up to do all week, and do your job, and in the end, it'll all work out.
You're right about that. And well, let's go over the captains. I'll get Jackson Christian. Dave, if you'll handle the USJ captains, then I'm going to turn it over to you. Of course, Caden Clark wearing number 8, Colton Nash wearing 78. Owen Hughes is back tonight, fans, wearing number 45, and, of course, Andrew Hughes.
Yeah, and we have, for USJ, we have number 74. That would be Cade Taylor. That's number 64, which is Blaine Verdung. And he slipped in there around me now. And you got number 8, which is going to be Wesley Carlock, the receiver. And out of uniform and in street clothes out there right now is number 12, quarterback Cody Smith.
Got hurt in the first game of the year. And Dave, the coin toss is all yours.
Well, and they're going to get down in there. This is Craig Casey's crew, and I know that's Craig Casey and Clint Marley that are down in the middle. The coin has just gone up in the air. Actually, no, he's still discussing what we're going to do here. And right now, I mean, the emotions of them guys down there have got to just be overwhelming. Now it's here. You stand it, and USJ is going to win the toss. And let's see what they're going to do. Clint's got them standing on there. Okay, we're going to reverse it here. Mr. Casey goes over there and says Jackson Christian has won the toss, and they're going to elect to receive. At this point, they're going to shake hands. That means USJ is going to get the ball to start the second half. But, hey, we're going to get to put our offense on display first.
Hey, and we need to put one on there very quickly, and it would be a feather in our hat. You want to. This is one of those where you want to punch the other guy out. Not literally with fists, but football-wise, you want to punch the other guy out very quickly. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout and come back and talk more Jackson Christian School football on WNWS.com. A 2-minute timeout.
This is Tammy Reed with Hickman Realty Group. What does real estate and football have in common? Both have to have team players. Both are trying to make it to the gold, and in the end, the best team always wins. That's why you need a winning team working for you. With over 75 years combined experience, no other agent or teams come close to the sales of the Reed Nelson team for the past 10 years. Put the team with a winning record to work for you today. Call the Reed Nelson team, Hickman Realty Group, 664-1006. Visit our website at reedteam.com.
Sakura set the standard in West Tennessee for Japanese sushi rolls and hibachi grill items. By popular demand, we have added a Chinese menu. For starters, egg drop and sweet and sour soups. Entrees include chicken broccoli, General Tso's chicken, Mongolian beef, sweet and sour chicken, and lo mein with your choice of meat. For a limited time, Sakura is offering 2 new entrees, lobster and fried rice, and hot kung pao chicken. Sakura at 70 Carriage House. Dine in, delivery, or call in for pickup at 664-2878.
I can save you mega bucks if you come in right now. Now! What that really means is I jacked the price way up so I can discount it to make you think you got a deal.
Let's skip all that. Hey, my name is Sarah Beth Langley, and if you actually want to save some money, come visit my family at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. We are a small dealership with low overhead. We save, so you save. At Gene Langley Ford, we care about our customers. We don't want to push or trick you. We just want to earn your business, and we don't mind proving it with our low prices and excellent service. So yeah, you can be fooled into thinking you got a deal at that big, mega, huge sale, or you can skip the scam and come to Gene Langley Ford. Let my family show you Southern hospitality at its best. Kick back, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy checking out our lot. We'll give you top dollar for your trade and put you in the vehicle that you want to be in for truly the lowest price around. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service built.
And it's football time at Jackson Christian School. We are awaiting the kickoff. I see Danielle Brooks going back deep, and that is Jackson Taylor with him. Tinsley, normally one of the men back there, so we'll look for him on the sideline. Now, again, we've got 2 kickers, both capable of reaching the end zone. Don't know how many, but Ben Pledger kicking off for USJ, and, of course, our own Will Bartell, very capable of hitting that end zone. And we're just about ready for football. The foot is into the ball, driving the receiver Brooks back, and they're going to blow it dead. He was in the end zone this time. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles on their 20, Dave.
Yeah, Coach, I tell you, the kicking game is going to be great tonight. I mean, with Ben Pledger and Bartel, I'm telling you, these 2 guys are going to play on Saturday. You possibly see them on Sunday. What I love about this, Coach, 2 or 3 empty seats in the house, but I see a full entrance gate. They won't be full very long. I'd like to know what the attendance is going to be here tonight. Great atmosphere.
Okay, the Eagles come out with 2 men in the backfield against 3 down linemen. A fake, and this time kind of a flip and a fumble, and that's the last thing needed. Who's got the football? And it looks like USJ has recovered. That play was a little ill-fated from the start, Dave.
Yeah, you'll see on the replay right here is that, you know, we lose control of the ball, and the play breaks itself up right here. Okay, we've just got to eat that and go, and then he flips it, and Taylor just cannot handle it right there. Hey, we're going to give an offense good possession on about the 20-yard line.
And that's not the way, so it'll be.
Wait a minute. They have just done something. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Oh,
Coach.
He threw it forward.
He sure did.
He sure did. We did not notice that. I
incomplete.
Thought incomplete, so with no fumble recovery, it just makes it 2nd and 10. Good officiating.
Yes.
Very good officiating.
Good job by Craig Casey right there.
2nd and 10, ball in the center, between the hash marks. Stacked to the left here. We'll pick up Clark by himself. Here's the quick pass to Cisco, and what they're going to do on that one, anytime they see that, they're going to shoot the corner up there, Dave.
Yeah, they're going to, and Brandon Long was right up on him, and as soon as he took that step back, he's going. Now that will set it up to where we can make the move upfield. See, we quick hit right here. He never even goes after anybody. Straight line to the receiver.
You're sure right about that. Outback Steakhouse, the number 1 Outback in the entire state, voted best lunch in Jackson, 194 Stonebrook Place, one of your sponsors. We'll send trips. That looks like Jackson Taylor, Cisco. We got the stack still on this side, 2-man stack, empty backfield. Clark under pressure, throws it up in the air. Aaron Smith wants to come back, and it is intercepted by number 1, and that is Tyke Tabor. He's a transfer from Collierville.
Yeah, he came in from Collierville, and you know, he just kind of threw it up right there. But, Coach, I'm really not that upset about that interception. It's almost as good as a punt. You don't get a run back. A punt, we may have get 10 more yards on.
Tabor, who also plays baseball with the INT. And the Bruins have it 1st and 10 in Jackson Christian territory on the left hash mark at the 41-yard line. We've only played 1 minute, and they are heavy, strong to the wide side of the field. Even the wingback is to the wide side with trips. One runner. This is Smith looking very quickly out to, is that Wesley Carlock? He's got a first down, breaks a tackle. And I believe that was Carlock on the catch, and that was just a short one. We'll check and make sure. It was Carlock.
Yeah, it was Carlock, and you'll see on the replay that we will play here is on the outside. We're back off about 10 yards of them. They send both receivers out to put a helmet on our player. Easy connection.
It's really a form of a screen, and now this time they'll bring McGrath, and usually it's Carlock. They've got the trips now to this side, same formation, but to the left side. And they're going to hit again to Carlock. They've got a couple of people out in front of him. We'll have to make an adjustment. He's down to the 21-yard line of Jackson Christian for a pickup of about 7.
Yeah, we're going to have to come up and get up in their face on the line of scrimmage so that they can't do that. And what they're going to try to do is go deep on us right there. Hey, we got a man up right here, bump and run coverage.
See Trip Hearn coming into the ball game, and I've got to make mention of this. I taught both of his parents, Bobby and Missy Hearn. They're good folks along the way. A little different formation. 2 receivers to the right, wing back to the left. Willis in the backfield with Smith. Straight handoff coming over right guard, blowing through the hole and getting the first down and more.
Fumble.
And there's a loose
It's
ball.
out.
It's a loose ball, and
Jackson
Jackson
Christian
School comes up with it.
That's the break we need right there. I mean, everything had just gone against us. Turn the ball over. We go downfield. And they're marching it pretty easily. And on the replay here, this is just a great stick. Now, he hits the hole right there, cuts through. We got a good tackle right there, and then bam, when he comes in, that ball's jarred loose. Who jumped on that ball? That'll be number 10 that's on that ball. Hey, that's Campbell Scott.
Yeah, Campbell Scott, and he was down to the bottom of the pile with some help. Brooks, Taylor, Cisco, Aaron Smith, and that's Andrew Smith on USJ. Now this time, Taylor is a wingback. It's an empty backfield, but you've got 2 wings. They send the wing back motion, jet sweep, but right into the teeth of the USJ defense. And we've got to stop that penetration. But I think they're going to slant and pop to the motion side.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. And you know, this is a Jim Hardigree defense. So they're going to throw a lot of looks at you. Actually, he's not calling the defense right now. Eric Turner is the one that's actually calling the defense, but he is a student of Hardigree, and this is a tough defense to figure out.
Yeah, I believe he played for, I forgot which years he played for him. 2nd and 12, the ball is on the 8-yard line, dangerous territory. Again, we've opened up with the empty backfield, unless you want to call the wings part of the backfield. Brooks one-on-one by himself to the left of the formation, faking the jet sweep, pulling up, shooting the football.
Got whistles blowing.
And yeah, the play was blown dead.
I think Jackson Christian got a timeout right before. Yes, it'll be timeout Jackson Christian.
With Jackson Christian taking a timeout, let's take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com's football.
Get your college degree from Jackson State Community College tuition-free. Update your credentials for your current job or begin your college career with no debt. From career-ready options that can get you into great-paying jobs to transfer pathways that allow a seamless transfer to a 4-year university, Jackson State has you covered. Check out Tennessee Promise and Tennessee Reconnect at Jackson State. There's never been a better time to complete your degree. Call 731-425-2601 or visit jscc.edu for details. Jackson State Community College. Invested in your success.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Field, where no score with 9:27. Very quickly, Kenny Sutherland, 5-Star Realty home buying expert. Call Kenny on his cell at 731-444 or 1164. Office 661-9000. Dave, Eagles come out. They need to move the football. They have 2nd and 12 on their own 8.
Need a little breathing room here.
Good pass out. Looks like Brooks has got it. Jukes, Dance gets across the 20. And I'm going to be honest with you, that was a good throw, and there was some pressure in that backfield.
It was. They're going to put the ball at about the 20-yard line. Looks like we're going to be just a little bit short of the first down. And, that's what we need to do, little quick hitters to get it to our fast receivers and our talent. You know, Coach, I'm looking down here on the bench, and there's one thing that I do see is the last man as far away from the offense as I can see is number 7. I don't think Tinsley has any way of getting in this ball game tonight.
You're right. Smith to this side, one receiver, wing back, Cisco and Brooks to the far side. USJ's bringing a linebacker. Here's the quick out to Aaron Smith. He's got the first down. Tries to break a tackle, gives a stiff arm, but he gets it across the 35-yard line for an Eagle first down.
And that's what you got to do. You got a quick hit right there. We just picked on Ty Tabor, and he just throws a good strike right now. And we get the ball to Aaron Smith, and watch him right here put a stiff arm on him. He's just dragging him down. Great job.
Tammy and Norman Reed of the Hickman Realty, the Reed Nelson team, over 75 years experience, sells more real estate than any other team in West Tennessee. Call them at 664-1006. Here come the Eagles, 1st and 10. The ball on their own 36-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. 2 receivers to the left. Jackson Taylor in the backfield. The linebacker again, or the outside linebacker and defensive end coming.
I think you're going to have offsides. Lining up in the neutral zone. It's Greg Poston on this side.
Yeah. Eagles clapping their hands.
Yep, we got to line up in the neutral zone right there. Greg Poston was actually the lineman in my crew for many, many years. And, hey, that puts us in front of the chains, 1st and 5.
Well, now you and Murley worked together too, didn't you?
There's 2 of my crew members down there.
It was a good crew too. It's 1st and 5. The ball is on the Eagle 41 right hash mark. Brooks and Cisco to the wide side of the field. Smith, kind of a stop-and-go move, and just overthrown. And
yeah, Tabor's trying to plead his case right there, and he was just beat. There was no way. You'll see it right here. This is not offensive pass interference. Right there in front of it. He just look. I like this matchup right here.
It's a good matchup.
It is.
So now it's 2nd and 5, and you have a down to waste on that. You've got 5 free yards on the first down.
I think it's a great first down call.
Oh, it was a great call. They'll send Cisco to the far side of the formation, wing right. We'll check and see who that wing is. Brooks is over there. Taylor in the backfield. Comes that defensive end. He got a hand.
We broke it.
Look at Jackson Taylor rumble across the 50, the 45, into USJ territory, and down at approximately the USJ 44.
We caught them in a slant right, Coach. You'll see it right here. Actually, they slant left, and he finds the hole. Our offensive line does a great job. Look at it. We're coming down. We cut him. He pops the hole right there for a big gain for Taylor.
And I'm going to tell you what, there was a very good block. Looked like Walker Ray turned that play inside. This time handoff, and everybody's going to meet at the running back in the backfield.
Nah, we run the same play with a totally different result right there. But, hey, you got to keep them honest.
They had people in the A gap, the B gap, and probably could have plugged the C gap if needed.
Is there a Z gap down there somewhere?
Yeah. Loss of 1 on the play will make it 2nd and 11. It'll be closer to the USJ 45, not quite touching it. Brooks left. Jackson Taylor in the backfield with Caden Clark. Aaron Smith to this side. Cisco on the line. Here's the quick out to Smith. He's trying to make the man miss. He made 1 miss. Can he make 2?
Face mask. Yes, we got it.
They got it, and it was a 5-yard pickup anyway, Dave.
Yeah, you're going to get a 5-yard pickup, and then you're going to get a 5-yard face mask that's going to be tacked on to the end of this, so going to be total of 10.
Good job by the JCS offense. And I'm going to tell you what, Aaron Smith came to play tonight.
Yeah, he did, and that's the matchup I think that we're going to really, really like. We got a face mask, 5 yards from the end of the run. And the big thing right there, Coach, is the down stays the same.
Absolutely. Moving that football is Jackson Christian School.
Should be 2nd down. It's not 3rd.
Now, I'm like you, Dave. We need to check this. That should be now, who is responsible for the down marker, though?
Well, it's the head linesman on the other side over there. I'm not sure exactly who that is.
But now he's got his little thing, I don't know what y'all call it, to keep up with the down. 3rd and 3, sprinting to his left. Caden Clark looks. He's going to shoot the ball down the field. It is a complete pass to Will Cisco for a first down.
Boy, Caden Clark just really, really does a good job right there. You'll see as he runs, he's scrambling out to the left, which is hard for a right-hander. Coach, he squares up good right here, and he sees exactly what he's wanting to do. He fires the ball with shoulder square. First down.
Great reception by Cisco, but you know what? Running to your left, as you point out, Dave, that is a tough throw. And Caden Clark's the man that can make that throw. 1st and 10 on the USJ 28, and jumping into the neutral zone. The linebackers are coming. They saw that film of last week.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, what is that this year? That's probably 10 times that he's drawn a team offside. He's good at that, Coach.
Caden Clark, a master of the hard count. Very quickly, Tennessee Tractor, your John Deere dealer for West Tennessee. Visit TennesseeTractor.com. And, of course, Simmons Bank supports high school athletics. Find them at SimmonsBank.com. Here we go. 1st and 5. Ball on the 23 of USJ. Wide side of the field to the right. Brooks and Cisco there. Clark with Taylor in the backfield. It's going to be a straight handoff. Taylor dances, gets some yardage, spins forward down to about the 20 for a pickup of approximately 3 yards.
And that's what you're going to have to do. This is kind of a zone blocking situation because you don't know which way that they're going. And that defense is not going to stand still all the time. And right now he gets to the line, makes a quick move right here, finds his hole, eases up in there. 5-yard gain. Good job on Taylor's part.
You see him, if you get a chance and you watch the replay of it, run it back, watch him plant that left foot, push off, and go right back to the right.
Absolutely.
That nifty footwork. Aaron Smith to the left, Cisco and Brooks to the right. The tight end, or this time he's more like a H-back or a wing-back in there. Clark, the snap. Long pass. Looking. The only thing wrong with that one is we threw it on one side and was looking for it on the other side to Cisco.
He was looking at it that if he would have let him just a little bit or really not thrown it so far behind, but he did. He back shoulder threw it right there. Hey, we get to play another down. We're very close.
That's right, and this is a manageable 3rd and 2 on the USJ 20. It's on the left hash mark. Plays signaled in from the sideline. 6:52 to go in the first quarter with no score. And we're going to send Walker Ray as a wingback along with a single receiver. The fake to Jackson Taylor thrown, and the receiver, we had 6, but Will Cisco tripped and fell down.
They just tangled up in their feet. There's no pass interference here. I know it looked bad, and the crowd raises to their feet, but you'll see on the replay as this throw goes down into the end zone, they just get tangled up together. You'll see it on the right-hand side. He cuts right there, and it's just out of frame. Bang. They just got their ankles tied up.
Yeah. Could have easily been 6.
We're going for this.
Might as well. Hey, you got to do something in a game like this. You're playing the number 1 team in the region, according to several publications. It's 4th and 2. Ball on the 20. See if they hard count them or if they run Caden Clark. No, it's going to be quick out to Aaron Smith.
Get in there, Smith.
And I don't think he's going to make it, Dave. It's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, we tried to move it on to the right. I don't know if he had it. I mean, right there, you got to get that ball. You got to go straight ahead. But he saw something that he thought he could get back to the middle. But once you get lateral with a quick defense like that, they're going to pursue you down.
You're right about that. So we turned the ball over on downs, but you know what? They've got 80 yards to go for a touchdown or a field goal. 6:34 to go, no score. JCS defense comes on. USJ's offense comes on. But their offense, the Bruin offense, led by junior Andrew Smith. Caleb Willis is usually the running back behind him. Carlock and Joseph McGrath to the left. Means that Long is to the right. Going to go with the quick route. It was supposed to be a bubble screen. It's completed, but it's going to be for a short gain, Dave.
And we got a flag at the end of it. Let's see what we've got here. I think you're going to have probably a horse collar or some situation. It came in just as the runner was going down. Craig Casey will tell us right here.
And you're right about that.
5-yard face mask.
And that we actually made a good defensive play, but because of committing the infraction, it hurts it and gives the Bruins a second and about a short 4. It's about 4 yards on that one. Maybe a long 3. 6:18 and counting. Bruins have the football in their own territory on their own 26. Here's the quick pass again. They have Hughes tied up and juking one man, breaking the tackle is Carlock, and he'll have another first down. And we've got to get help over there because they're getting our cornerbacks blocked.
Well, and the help's got to come from the second man because the first one's going to have to get up on him. I mean, you can see he's catching the ball with 6 yards in distance and a blocker already on the cornerback. We got to get up in his face.
1st and 10, ball on the USJ 40. Andrew Smith, they also signal their plays in. It's about tempo with these two teams. Carlock and McGrath to the left, Long to the right. They send Carlock in motion. It's the jet sweep to the right. He cuts it up, got good yardage across the 45 down to about the 46 for a pickup of 6.
Yeah, that's just your basic, you called it, jet sweep, going right and giving it to the speed, try to make it outside. We turned him back in. Good job defense right there.
McDonald's, all locations, plus Bell's, Brownsville. McDonald's loving it and loving football. And, of course, King Jewelers on 16 Conrad Drive here in Jackson, kingjewelersjackson.com. The Bruins, 2nd and 4 on their own 46. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Keeping is the quarterback, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to wiggle back, and if forward progress is given to him. I think Wiley hit him first, Dave.
Yeah, actually, that was a direct snap to Carlock, number 8. Yeah, they tried to sneak one in on us, and it was a design up the middle all the way. Carlock took it for about 2 yards. Hey, big 3rd down right here. Let's get them off the field.
3rd and a long 4. 3 receivers with Carlock the short one. They like to bend him over the middle either with a drag or a short post. And they're going to throw the screen again. This time we've got somebody through. A great job. Form tackling Andrew Hughes.
Hey, that absolutely. Hughes knew what was coming, and he sidestepped the defender out there. You'll see right here. He just sidesteps him, gets through, and he knows it's being fed right there. Bam! He pops him good.
He says, "Sir, my name is Andrew Hughes. I
Yes,
wear number
sir.
31. It's 4th down. A punting situation.
I'm looking at a little bit of laundry here, and it's going to go against personal foul.
Wow. Dave, I did not see one.
I didn't either. I see a personal foul, but I don't know who it was on. Do we still have the replay on that one?
Well, we'll have to go on to the next play because they're hustling up here.
We do. They're hustling in there. Something happened after the play that gave them the 15 yards. That's one of those that we talked about, Coach. That's a mental mistake. We had them off the field. Now we've let them back in.
Okay, they'll bring Carlock McGrath to the left, long right, Willis in the backfield. It's 1st and 10 in JCS territory on JCS 42. Cornerback stepped up. They're just going straight dive, and this is Willis with good yardage. And he is tackled by number 10, Campbell Scott.
Yeah, I mean, just now they're hitting straight up the middle. I think they've realized that Jackson Christian has got a hold of that little swing pass real quick. So let's just protect the middle here.
Don't forget about Sonic of Jackson. They've got 6 locations here in Jackson. They got the cookie dough jackpot. 2nd and 4, ball on the JCS 36. Again, the straight dive. It's up the middle, breaking for good yardage into the secondary. And down across the 25 was Willis again.
Yeah, they're not doing anything fancy right here. This is just a straight hit up the middle. We took an outside right angle, and he popped it in on the left.
JCS needs to stop. They thought they had them stop, and that's a little bit deflating when that kind of happens. We run a 4-man front. Linebackers have to really close quick on this, and here we go with trips again. And they've got a couple of pass patterns out of this. They got an out, they've got a drag out of it, and they got some seam routes. And they fake and give to the fullback, and you see the quarterback making the fake with the fullback or the running back. Short gain, Wiley, and let's see who else, probably Bailey Wolf in there.
Yeah, and I saw the setup right there is they had 3 receivers out left. We had 1 defensive back on, and Carlock looked like he turned his ankle and sat on the ground, and nobody touched him, but he didn't look good getting back up, Coach.
Well, sometimes that's one of those you can walk. It's 2nd and 9, ball's on the 24. Again, 2 receivers to the left. Wing is to the right in this formation. 4 down linemen. The linebackers about 5 yards deep. Here is the straight handoff, and they've blown us off the football. And again, one of the tacklers is Campbell Scott.
Yeah, they're using their size advantage right now. They're spreading the field on us. They're separating everything and getting it going. Using the size. Big hole right there. 1st down Bruins.
6 first down. It's 2:14 to go in the first quarter of play. We either need a turnover, hold them on downs, or the worst we want to come out of this with is letting them attempt a field goal. And Jackson Christian has called a timeout. They've called a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com in Jackson Christian football.
Nice body.
Thanks.
You've had some work done. You should have seen me last week. I was a total wreck.
Oh, who did the work?
Well, I insisted on the best. Mitchell's Body Shop.
That is one good-looking ride.
Fender benders to total wrecks. Mitchell's gives a lifetime warranty on all repairs. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive, Jackson.
When you want the best body in town.
And we're back where there's no score, 2-14, but the Bruins threatening. Gene Langley, Ford, small family dealership with low overhead at 3500 East End Drive in Humboldt. And you save because of their low overhead. Okay, Dave, they've been running it pretty hard. Do we change and get out of our four-man front and go into a goal line? But they spread us out pretty good.
Tough offense to handle. Let's see what we dial up here.
Linebacker, you see the quarterback sprinting out right. Linebacker shot the gap. They faked, and sprinting for good yardage is Andrew Smith. He doesn't have a first down, and USJ can still get a first down. It'll be close, though.
Yeah, he rolls out right here, and he actually has a receiver that had just found his way into the middle, but we had a defensive back there that stopped that. He just kept it on his own.
Two wings this time, one running back. Here come the linebackers up in there. Bouncing it outside is the running back. And he'll get a couple of yards, and he'll get their seventh first down, and it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, Aaron Smith on the tackle right there got in on it, and they just tried to go with Carlock, and right down, just pop. First down.
Is that Carlock? Their numbers are a little hard to read, or is that Tyler Wallace, the 238-pound running back that wears 6? Because their 6 and 8 looks a whole lot alike.
They sure do.
Two wideouts, two wings, one running back behind the quarterback under center, straight ahead, trying to bounce it outside and give him a touchdown. Tyler Wallace with the touchdown.
Yeah, nothing fancy about this. We're just going to hand it to you. I want you to go left as far as you need to go with the ball in the middle. And the defense gets caught inside right here, and he bounces it out. Nobody on the outside. Touchdown Bruins.
And the extra point will be attempted by Ben Pledger.
Got a little swing and gate action here.
Yeah, a little swing gate. You have to match them man for man, and you shift when they shift. We used to run all kinds of pass plays at Northside when O'Neal Henley was head coach and OC out of that. We ran muddle huddle, center eligible. But here is Ben Pledger. The ball is down. The kick is up. It looks good. The referees say it is good. USJ has taken a 7-0 lead over the Eagles with 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep. Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto Sales, Airways, and 45 Bypass in Jackson are online at Old Country.
We are back. Let us tell you about some of the fine people that bring you this before kickoff. Mitchell's Body Shop, lifetime warranty on every car repair. Rental cars, 96 Riverport Drive, and you can look for them at Mitchell's Body Shop Facebook page. Also register for the UT tickets. Best One Tire, invite the Best One Tire of Jackson and Brownsville for your next blowout. BestOneTireOfJackson.com. And it looks like Pledger ready to put his foot into it. Brooks is back deep, and Jackson Taylor, Danielle Brooks, see if he can hit the end zone again. The first one carried to the end zone.
No doubt.
Yep. That one a little deeper, Dave, so we'll start at our own 20.
Yeah, they got the same advantage that we've got is somebody that does not allow a run back.
Got two fine kickers. Will Bartell hasn't had a chance to kick tonight, but he has a strong leg also. Let's get a couple more of our sponsors in here. The Hughes Eye Group. You've never seen a doctor and staff caring for their patients as the Hughes Eye Group does. Multiple locations across West Tennessee. HughesEye.com. Here come the Eagles. Look like they're going to go empty backfield. Three receivers in more of a bunch than a true trips to the right, two to the left. That linebacker's going to come hard off the end. They pull a guard to get somebody out in front.
Jailbreak.
Hit Will Cisco, and we have to block that first
yeah,
man.
and I'm gonna that defense is too fast to run that play, and it just we're getting the ball out there to him in open territory, but he's short side of the hash mark right there, nowhere to go, and it's just constant pursuit that's coming after him.
Yeah, loss of 2 on that will make it 2nd and 12. Ball will be on the 18-yard line, and switching now. They'll go 3 receivers to the left. And again, you're going to bring hard. The stand-up end off the end is going to come hard. Here's the long toss. Overshoots the mark, and I don't think the receiver and the quarterback read the same thing, Dave.
No, Daniel Brooks, Daniel, he turned around and looked. He said, I was running an out, a 15 and out, and he threw pretty much an out and go.
Yep. Trip Hearn has just come into the ball game. Tennessee Tractor, your John Deere dealer. See him at TennesseeTractor.com. Don't forget about Lonnie Cobb Old Country Auto there at Airways in the 45 bypass. They won the Reader's Choice Award for the best used car dealer. Okay, Hearn and Brooks to the left. Smith and Cisco to the right. Jackson Taylor back in the backfield on 3rd and 12. Ball on the JCS 18, straight drop back. Here comes the rush, though, flushing him out of the pocket. And Clark is running for his life, shoots it out here. Oh, there's got to be pass interference.
It's got to be. Drop it.
Oh, my.
Well, unless his foot was out of bounds, I don't think it was. And there's no such thing as an uncatchable ball in high school sports. It just does not exist. We're going to get a real good look right here, Coach. He rolls out, keeps rolling, and he's being chased. And then we get the throw here. We are boy, it sure did look like it from here. I'm going to say we probably should have had some laundry right there.
Well, a very interesting call, Dave. It's 4th and 12, a punting situation for Clark. He one-step punter, gets a nice spiral off, but it's going to be fielded. That's Carlock. He comes up the middle, reverses field around the left side, needs one block, trying to hem him in, and we're going to use the sideline to knock him out, but a nice return gets it down to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, when he reverse field, usually you'll get a block in the back, but it was a good job by the return team right there, not making a mistake. USJ kept the ball in great position right here.
Really good field position on the left hash mark, about a 20-yard punt return for Wesley Carlock, who catches passes, runs the football, plays defense. And that ends the first quarter of play with USJ leading Jackson Christian 7-0. Let's take a 1-minute timeout on WNWS.com.
Hi, this is Dan Reeves. Please listen up. More people are being diagnosed with skin cancer each year than the sum of all other types of cancer. I was one. More than 10 years ago, nurse practitioner Boer diagnosed me with precancerous spots. She kept a close watch on my skin, prescribed topical skin cream that repaired my skin, but I waited too late to avoid skin cancer. Fortunately, regular visits to dermatology and skin cancer consultants led to early discovery. Dr. Carranza was able to remove the skin cancer from above my right eye with Mohs micrographic surgery. I bet you didn't know that. How could you? There is no visible scar. Dermatology and Skin Cancer Consultants is the premier destination in West Tennessee for treatment of all skin conditions and disorders. They specialize in comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic care of adult and pediatric skin and nails. Dermatology and Skin Cancer Consultants in Humboldt and Jackson. Don't wait till it's too late.
We're ready to start the second quarter.
Schedule an appointment by
USJ
visiting
leads Jackson Christian School 7-0, and USJ has the football on the Jackson Christian 25. They are loaded to the right. Dave, looks almost like a single wing. It's not, but they give to the running back Willis. He tries the right side of their offensive line, gets good positive yardage.
Yeah, and I mean, a good job right there. I mean, you know, they're spreading us out. They're trying to use the size, and we're negating it, trying to get low with them. And that was a good job. I'll take a gain of 3 right there.
Everett Wells, I believe, was on that tackle. Taking a little more time than usual because they like to run that tempo offense. The wing is to the right, single wide receiver long. They've got 2 to the left. Willis in the backfield. They're going to try the middle again. And this time a little shorter gain, but still positive yardage. But on the bottom of the pile, let's see if we can pick up who that is. That's 33?
Yeah, that's 33.
And that is Everett Wells. I think I said Wolf a minute ago. My apology. Everett Wells down in there.
This is a big third down play right here. Try to hold them to a field goal attempt.
Yeah, 3rd and 6, ball on the Jackson Christian 21. They send Carlock to the right. He'll be working the same side of the long. He's in the slot. They've got a wing left. They fake. They look. They've got a receiver. Can the safety get there? No.
Yeah.
They said
touchdown.
Safety could not get there. 21-yard touchdown pass.
Now we're going to have to see if this comes down in the blue area. I believe it does. You can see the pylon has been dropped over there, but on this long pass, he makes the pump. It goes up. We just run right by him, and he thinks he's got help back there. And we get one. Yep, we get 1 foot in. That's all you got to have in high school. Good play. Touchdown.
And again, the swinging gate, as David told you about. Let's see if they go for 2 or shift. They're going for 2, and the football snapped, and they did get it. They scored on the swinging gate, so that makes it 15-0.
Yeah, that's if you've never seen the swinging gate, the way that it works, that's it. And you've got an extra point right there. And you're lined up, and you have to match up one-on-one, and really that's just a bunch of bodies over there, and it's hut, go forward.
It's a little bit like playing rugby.
Exactly.
And
hey, we got a score from probably one of the top-rated games that they're going to say is in West Tennessee, 2 undefeated, Covington and Westview. Westview is at Covington, and in the first quarter, both offenses have struck Covington 20, Westview 7.
And that's an interesting – Covington, if anybody in West Tennessee, has the defense to stop that. McConnell, when he was at Waverly, high-powered offense, but they couldn't stop anybody at Waverly.
They couldn't stop mashed potatoes from coming through.
Right now the Eagles need to get something going. They had the ball down on the 20 and were not able to score a while ago. And now they trail 15-0 after the 2-point conversion on the swinging gate. Ben Pleasure to kick off. Jackson Taylor deep at the goal line along with Danier Brooks, and he's put 2 of them in the end zone, and he's a pretty good candidate. This young man's a sophomore. Pretty good candidate to put the football into the end zone. End over end. Jackson Taylor get a chance. Fumbles it. Brooks picks it up. Brooks brings it up the middle quick. He's got a hold.
Get there.
One man to beat. That guy slows him up, and then a host of Bruins get him, but it turns into a nice return out to about the 37.
You know, Coach, that sometimes happens to be the best thing on a return is the ball is fumbled, and all of a sudden the kicking team gets out of their lanes. They get a little excited, and they close their lanes down. And what he did was he got through. You see bobbled right there. Here they all come. Bang, he hits a hole right here, and there's nobody on the outside but one.
One man will stick the meat hook out there, and that slowed him enough to get some help over there.
You're exactly right.
1st and 10 for the Eagles on their own 37-yard line, trailing 15-0. Brooks left, Cisco to the right, Cisco to the right. Aaron Smith to the left over here with the wing. Caden Clark sprinting right. Looks, shoots the thing down, and it's a little low, intended for Will Cisco at about the 41.
We've seen we've decided to put Caden on the move here, and we're going to put him on the right now instead of staying in the pocket. The pocket has collapsed on him a couple of times, so we're going to roll him out, and it's just a hard pass to throw right there.
You're right. Sarah of Jackson Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, Buick, Kia, one destination, so many choices. 189 Stonebridge. Visit sarahjackson.com. And, of course, don't forget about Old Town Spaghetti Store. Try the spaghetti and meatball special and salad with bread, $5.99, Monday through Friday, 11 to 2 on Carriage House Drive. 2nd and 10, ball 37, 10:30 to go in the second quarter. Here's the snap to Clark, giving to Taylor. Gets across the 35, gets across the 37, and then is driven back by a host of Bruins. And it looked like at the bottom of that one was number 25 for the Bruins, and that's Steele Haynes. I didn't see somebody, and that is not good.
No, it's not good. Here comes Taylor coming off the field, and he's not putting any pressure at all on that left foot.
And here comes a young man, though, that last week Jake Wilson scored a big touchdown circling out of that backfield.
He sure did, and I'm going to tell you, he's got speed to burn.
He does. 3rd and 9 on the 38, possession down. Smith and Cisco to the right. Brooks, and they've got up on the line. We get a flag, no movement. Now they blow it dead. He's blown it dead. That's
going to be on the offense right there. Actually, it could be on the defense. It could be lining up offsides because you cannot continue the play.
I don't think our other wideout got on the field and got set on the line of scrimmage today.
Well, then the new rule says that you can have one less. Let's see if he says it's illegal. Yes, he was moving illegal shift. They were not set. And one went in motion, and the other one was moving, trying to get in motion, and they didn't come back for that 1 second, Coach.
And that's the reason he's the best color man in this area, David Wade. 3rd and 14 now. Dermatology and skin cancer consultants, medical, surgical, cosmetic locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Learn more at DermandSkinCancer.com. Here we go, 3rd and 14, possession down, ball on the 32, left hash mark. Sprinting to his right, shooting the short pass to Brooks. He's got to beat. He cuts across the green. Gets past one man across the 40 down to about the 42. It'll be a punting situation, but a nice completion.
Yes,
David.
it is, and it gets us enough room that we can pin them back inside the 20 here, which is what we need to do. I mean, we obviously, I don't think we're going to go for it here at midfield. I don't see the punter getting on right now. They may take a shot here and decide that we got to do it.
That was 79. Seals caught him from behind because he was having to angle.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting. Now, remember, our quarterback's also our punter.
Yeah, and that may be good, and he is also a master of drawing people off sides, but I'm sure USJ's been told by Mr. Hardegree, don't jump.
8:52 and counting, 4th and 5, and now the referee blows the whistle. Jackson Christian wants a timeout.
That's their third. That's all for this half, Coach.
That's right. They take a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout with the Bruins leading the Eagles 15-0 on WNWS.com.
It's savings time, and it's Sarah. Don't let the heat steal your money. The time to buy is now. Savings beyond belief. If it sounds too good to be true, it's not. All new 2019 GMC Sierra Crew Cab. Your price, $30,999. That's a 28% savings. Or GMC Sierra with rough country lift. Your price, $39,999. That's a 26% savings. 2019 Chevy Malibu LS. Your price, $17,999. That's a 25% savings. And 2019 Chevy Corvette. Save $13,900 in savings. Your price, $63,500. Sarah. One destination. So many choices.
A crucial 4th down for the Eagles, 4th and 5. Let's see if they've changed strategy. They call timeout.
I think they have. I see Caden. He stepped back a little bit deeper now. Yes, we are in punt formation.
Master Fit Medical, a leading distributor of medical, surgical, dental, and health products, healthcare providers. Here's the punt, Clark's punt. This time they punted away from the deep man, who is usually Carlock, and it was. And it will go out of bounds. Now they'll walk it back down.
He's coming back. Bam. Right there is where we're going to stop.
It's like, what, the 36-yard line, Dave?
That's it. 36.
Anyway, Master Fit Medical, you can get them at masterfit.net. You can call them at 424-6383. And, of course, West Tennessee Bone and Joint, keeping you active. Find out more at WTBJC.com or call 661-9825. Victory Jackson North. Browse the pre-owned inventory at victoryjacksonnorth.com or come and see them at 531 Van Drive. Dave, this is a big defensive stand for the Eagles, and, of course, USJ with 8:41 in the second quarter would like to tack one more on.
Yeah, and they're going to go after it here, and we've got all kinds of movement except for the center. Who they going to get this going, Coach?
That's a good question. I didn't see anybody. It looks like it's going against the Eagles, though. When you see the referee, I've learned they lean like that, it's going towards the defense.
Well, everybody got some contact right there, and the center had never took his hand off the ball.
Okay, 1st and 5. Not quite a free down, but it sure is help. That's just like you gain 5 yards on 1st down. The ball's at the USJ 41. They've got Long and Carlock to this side. McGrath one-on-one out there. Press coverage on the far side. I see Tacker Nash sneaking up. Let's see if he comes. He's trying to blow the hold. Quick toss to the running back out on the – it used to be in pro football called the A-B divide, and that would have been the B.
That would have been the B, and they swing it out to Nissan. Can't help myself. They send it out to Carlock, and he just sweeps that left side. You'll see it's almost a backwards pass. It just straight to the side right there, and one-on-one, and their receivers are doing a good job on our defensive backs.
Well, it'll be 2nd and 1. You've really got it down to play with here. A wing back to the left, and Willis in the backfield with Andrew Smith. Slots to this side, man coverage. They try to hook up. Now they've got a deep receiver and expecting help, and just getting over there in time for Jackson Christian was Cooper Cantrell.
Yeah, Aiden Cooper did a great job right there of coming in, and you know, we number 45 was on the original coverage in Owen Hughes, and you'll see right now he knows he's got to help. He lets him go by. He lets him go by a little bit quick. If that pass is thrown right in between, it's great. But fantastic job right there by Cooper Cantrell.
3rd and 1. Do they run it up the middle, Dave, or do they fake it and sprint that quarterback out like they did a while ago?
You're going to see Willis with the ball here. If it was me, Willis would touch it.
Carlock long to this side. Willis has got it. The wingbacks to the right side. And I would say they're probably going to run behind that right side. 4 down lineman. And now
we're going to have a delay.
Wow. So
yes.
we can get the 5 yards back, Dave.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, that changes a 3rd down and just a hiccup to we're in a good mode right here.
Yeah, you're right. Jackson State Community College, dual enrollment at Jackson State Community College. You can call them at 425-2601 for details, or visit jscc.edu for information on that dual credit while you're taking high school classes. 3rd and 6 now. Trips right. They've run the bubble screen, but they've got some long stuff off of this, plus a drag. And we had the rush come. I didn't see a flag. There's a fumble. And who's on it? It's
still free.
Being played
That's
around.
us.
Free ball. Looks like Jackson Christian
That's blue
has
ball,
it.
blue ball.
Let's see who comes out of there with it.
Well, the referee has it right now. We'll have to see it on the replay here.
It might have been Tim Craig, but Dave, I'll let you watch and see who it was.
Yeah, I think it's 55 that got it, and it's going to be Tim Craig. But let's see here. We get a good rush on there, and he pops it right out there. Great job by our nose guard. Then we're spinning. And that last one that comes in right there that's him, Tim Craig.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely. That's what we needed, Coach. Big turnover right there.
Tim Craig, and we have it. We being the Eagles, 1st and 10 on the USJ 25, 8:14 to go. We're trailing by 15. Need to put something on the board here. We go with 3 receivers to the left. See Hearn, Cisco, high snap. Clark gets it. It's the screen.
There it is.
The circle screen.
It's
Here
set
goes
up.
Daniel Brooks. Can he get past
Hold
one
on to
man?
the ball.
And he gets across the 14 down to the 13-yard line. Should be enough for a 1st down, Dave.
That's one of the most successful plays that we run, and it's real good. You can see this. The whole thing sets itself up. We're getting blockers out there. We let him run free. He cuts it back to the inside, finds his hole. Great job right there.
He is quicker than a hiccup. 3 receivers to the right, Hearn, Cisco, and we'll pick up the other one. It's probably Smith. Brooks by himself. Straight ahead to Jackson Taylor, rumbling across the 10 now. Here comes the Yank competition. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that Jackson Taylor could win an arm wrestling contest.
Yeah, he's hanging on to it, and right now I'll tell you I wouldn't take anything right now, do anything different than what I'm just doing right now. We've got the momentum. Our guys are firing off. They're on their heels. Push it down their throat right here.
Jackson Taylor for a nice pickup, makes it 2nd and about 2.5. Ball is inside the 10-yard line. Looks like about the 8. High snap again. Give it to Jackson Taylor. Breaks 1 tackle. And he may be a little short of the 1st down marker.
They're going to mark him at the 6. And whatever bothered Jackson Taylor as he came off, not favoring that left foot, probably one of those that you get hit in the shin, you know. And he's slow to get up here. He gets a little bit of help. And, we've got a late flag, and I'll promise you, I think this is going to go against USJ for just a tad bit of mouthing off. When it's over, we got personal foul, against the Bruin. I'm going to tell you, whenever that umpire, which is Clint Murley, is standing over that football, and all of a sudden that flag goes straight up like it shot out, that's going to be some personal foul on usually the defense.
USJ wants to talk about it, leading 15-0 with the Eagles threatening. Let's take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com.
For those about to rock and dough, we salute you. Fresh and local tastes better. We make all our dough and sauce daily and shred our own cheese. At Rock and Dough Pizza, we smoke our own meat, prep all our fresh veggies in-house. You'll sing a Rock and Dough ballad when you bite into our signature pizza, USA. Burgers, grinders, wraps, pasta are just as great as our pizza. And the best Saturday and Sunday brunch in West Tennessee. Rock and Dough Pizza, downtown Jackson in the Jackson Walk. Open 7 days a week. rockanddough.com and on social media.
Back at Jackson Christian School, here come the Eagles, and very quickly, Sarah of Jackson Chevrolet Cadillac, GMC, Buick, Kia at 189 Stone Ridge. Here's situations. First and goal, Dave, on the 3. Do you go back to the fullback? Jake is in this time.
Yeah, we got to have, because Taylor came out. I run a quarterback up the middle here.
And trying the right side of the line was Jake Wilson.
Yeah, Jake gets in there, and I mean he's not the power runner that Taylor is, but he's slippery, and he comes in through there, it cuts it in. A second down and 2.
It looked like second goal from 3.
Yeah,
I believe it was only a couple of inches. Wilson in there with him. Brooks flanked to the left. Cisco to right. Here's Brooks. High snap, ball fumbled, and I think USJ has gotten it back.
Yep.
And they do.
That's twice that we've turned the ball over on a bad snap. We just sometimes, Coach, you gotta eat this right there. It's not happening. It's hard to do, but you gotta vacate it.
Steele Haynes coming up with the big play, and the ball goes over, and we failed twice now in the red zone, because we were in the red zone the time that we kind of got down on that one. And
it's 10 toes, and we've used 2 shots.
6:36 to go, 1st and 10 for the Bruins. They just give straight ahead to their running back, Willis. He spins. Tyler Willis gets across the 15. That'll be a pickup of about 6. We'll see where they spot the football.
Well, and that's what goes against the shotgun snap a lot of times, is when you have those time and jet sweeps like we just tried to run, and that snap is not just right where you want it, and it just disrupts the entire timing of the play.
Tacker Nash with the tackle on that last play. Here come the Bruins, 2nd and 3 on their own 16, long count. Again, the straight handoff, they're just going to power it out of there. And the ball should be a first down depending on the spot, but I think he got it, that being Willis. Very quickly, Old Town Spaghetti Store. Try the spaghetti and meatball special, including the salad and bread, for just $5.99 every day, Monday through Friday, for lunch 11 to 2 on Carriage House Drive. And, of course, Master Fit Medical, a leading distributor, medical, surgical, and dental products to healthcare providers. Call 424-6383 or visit masterfit.net. 1st and 10 on their 20. The Bruins. It's going to be a quick toss on a little swing route with a blocker out in front to Wesley Carlock. And this time he is going to be upended, and that time coming quick across there was Cooper Cantrell.
Yeah, let's don't get mouthy right there. It's a good hit. Picked him up. You'll see it at the end. This is a punishing hit. They swing out. They've got the blockers there, but we come up and make a really good hit right here. Boom, we pick him up. That's the way you're supposed to hit. Now walk away with it. Don't taunt. Good job.
Yeah. 2nd and 3, though, a nice pickup. USJ long count. They're going to run the reverse. Here comes the reverse, and that's Carlock coming across. He's across the 30, the 35, and tackled by Andrew Hughes is one of them, and I think we had an earlier hit from Aaron Smith.
We did. Watch Andrew Hughes, Coach, right here. This is perfect. This is what you're supposed to do on defense. He sees the reverse, stays outside, brings him back in to make the tackle. That's what you got to do. If he gets outside, he's still running.
And Victory Jackson North. Browse the pre-owned inventory at victoryjacksonnorth.com or come and see them at 531 Van Drive, Jackson. Long has come to the right. Looks like Carlock and McGrath to the left. Wingback is to the left. 4-man front, 2 deep linebackers. They're going to run up the middle. They got good push, and breaking through into the secondary is Willis for another first down. He's going to have about 14 yards on that one.
Yeah, and, Coach, I'm going to tell you, if this play goes without that ball hitting the ground, we make the stop, but it actually froze the defense just enough to where that hole really, really opened up, and he pops through there.
Yes, it is, David. You're absolutely right. 4:30 to go in the second quarter. Ball on the Jackson Christian 49. 2 receivers to the left. Andrew Smith gives, this time it is to Wallace. Wallace spins, breaks a tackle, gets across the 45. That's where he's going to be stood up right at the 45.
Yeah, Elijah Wiley got in there really good. He come in, he just wasn't able to get a good hand on him, but you see him come shoot the middle right there, bang. And he just did make enough move to get him off, but a good job, slowed him down. Linebackers come in, do their job.
And again, Campbell Scott in there. 2nd and 6. Ball on the 45 of Jackson Christian. We're in the second quarter with 3:53 to go and counting. Man in motion, look for the jet sweep, and it is. Coming outside, Carlock. He's across the 40, across the 35, and is down to about 32 for another first down, and I believe that is USJ's 10th first down of the night to 6 for Jackson Christian.
Yeah, and on this drive in particular, they have not put the ball in the air at all. They're just keeping it on the ground, keep their speed going at it, try to slip it around there. First down, we got to find a way to force them to do something they don't want to do.
Wiley out for a helmet repair. And, of course, West Tennessee Bone and Joint, keeping you active. Find out more at WTBJC.com. First and 10 on the Jackson Christian 33, right hash mark. Linebacker's coming, but it's a three-step drop looking for a man over the middle. He's got him if he's not overthrown. And that looked like Carlock right over the middle for a 33-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, Cooper Cantrell was right with him, but he moved to the inside. I think Cantrell wanted him to go out or thought he would go out, and you'll see that the pocket holds up very good right here, and he comes in and runs the post. We've got help from the back. That's just way, way, way too much area right there to cover.
Really is. The swinging gate again, and you saw a while ago what they did with that. They snapped it over, and they ran the two-point conversion. This time it looks like they're going to allow the kicker to kick this one. Ben Pledger to attempt the extra point. Carlock to hold. The snap, the kick. It's up. It looks good. It is. The referees say it is 22-0. Jackson Christian School trailing. Let's take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com.
It's deer season at Tennessee Tractor, and we want to help you get a great deal on a John Deere. The 3025E is the simple and comfortable small tractor that delivers plenty of power, and you can get one with a loader, rotary cutter, and a trailer for just $222 per month and 0% financing for 84 months. That's Tennessee True. Visit TennesseeTractor.com. Offer ends 10/31/19. Subject to approved installment credit with John Deere Financial. For commercial use only, 10% down payment required. Taxes, freight, setup, and delivery could increase monthly payment. Restrictions apply. See your Tennessee.
It's just got to go backwards.
And we are back here at Jackson Christian School, 3:15 to go. And trailing, really need to at least get 3 on the board this time, Dave, with a drive. And we've only got 3 minutes and 15 seconds. If my calculation is correct, we have no timeouts left.
No, we've used all 3. And, yeah, we need to, at worst case, we need to keep the ball, make a little drive. And I'd love to see some points on the board that gives us a little bit of momentum going into the half.
And don't forget about dermatology and skin cancer consultants, medical, surgical, cosmetic. They have locations in Jackson and in Humboldt. Master Fit Medical.
They just pulled off a fantastic onside kick
while I was talking. You just saw the onside kick, and that really takes momentum. You're focusing so hard on trying to get your return.
Replay. I don't know if it went 10 yards or not. Let's see. We got boom. Got 1. It's there. That's 10. Okay, the other side. Replay this one more time. I want to see if there's contact made. If there's contact made by USJ before anybody touches the ball, that becomes illegal. And I think that's what Coach is talking about right now. Darby, he wants to talk to the white hat, and he wants to see right here. I think what we have, Coach, I think he's got a good argument. The ball did travel 10 yards, which it's supposed to do, but the new rule in high school is that the kicking team cannot just go down and blow them off and start hitting before the ball is touched. And nobody had control of the ball, and contact was made, white jersey against blue jersey. That's illegal.
Yeah, I heard it explained by one of the referees. Yes, you cannot surround the football. It's what the term was used. I forgot whether that was it was one of the 2 guys from the TSSAA office.
You got to have 5 on each side. 4 on each side too. No, excuse me. You got 5 on each side, and then the kicker. Like I said, we've lost. There was no way that they had the right amount of people on each side.
A tough break for the Eagles as they have to go back on defense, and they spent a long time on the field the last time. You pull a play like that, and believe it or not, it's because you have to have some respect for the team. Evidently, USJ fears that Jackson Christian will get some momentum.
Yes.
So they're trying to take the momentum away from Jackson Christian. Trips left. A little confusion out there. One back in the backfield with Andrew Smith. Now the whistle blows.
That's going to be a delay from the back judge there.
3:13 to go here in the second quarter. Jackson State Community College dual enrollment. Jackson State Community College, a great way to earn college credit while taking classes in high school. You can go to jscc.edu. And don't forget about Kenny Sutherland at 5-Star Realty home buying expert. Call Kenny on his cell at 731-444-1164. 1st and 15. Ball on the USJ 49. Carlock comes and gets in the slot to the right. Wing left. Straight ahead, giving to Wallace. Wallace breaks a tackle, gets into the secondary. 238 pounds is tough to bring down. Andrew Hughes with the tackle at the Jackson Christian 35.
Yeah, and this is a big-time we got to suck it up on the defense type of thing here. I know they're tired. They've been out there for a long, long time on the last drive and then immediately have to go back out. We've got to pull off some kind of stop here, Coach.
Really need one. 1st down and 10. Ball's on the 34. Fumbled. His knee is down. He's down.
Okay.
I still think it was a slow whistle, David.
I mean, they were waiting to see what was going on. I was like, he's down. But I do have the advantage of being able to see from up here, and they're straight line. So
you're right. Best One Tire. Invite Best One Tire of Jackson Brownsville to your next blowout. BestOneTireOfJackson.com. It's 2nd and about 15 and a half. The ball on the 39-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. 1 man in the backfield with Andrew Smith. Direct snap, 3-step drop. Looking. He'll check and wants to throw over the middle, but he threw the ball out down the left sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, we got down into good coverage, and he didn't see anything that's going on. And I was just wondering, okay, I thought I saw them setting up to mark something off right here, but they're just respotting the ball, 3rd down.
Just respotting. See, Everett Wells coming back into the ball game. Outback Steakhouse, the #1 Outback in the entire state, voted best lunch in Jackson, 194 Stonebrook. They're signaling a play in from the sideline. Now they're trying to get it. Now I believe they're going to have to call a timeout. They being USJ, and with USJ leading Jackson Christian 22-0, let's take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com.
When you work the land, you know, out there in some far corner of a field, there's an old steel fence post that has your number. And that's when you should have ours. We're your certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. And when you need service, give us a call. We're specially trained and equipped to handle all your on-farm, in-field tire repair and replacement needs.
Best One Tire, Jackson of Brownsville, 660-4072 or 772-1504.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, 22-0 USJ leads, but the game in many respects is closer than that. The onside kick kind of took a little wind out of our sails. Very quickly, Simmons Bank supports high school athletics and academics in Tennessee. Find a location at simmonsbank.com. Tennessee Tractor, your John Deere dealer for West Tennessee. Visit TennesseeTractor.com. And don't forget about Lonnie Cobb, Old Country Auto at Airways Boulevard and 45 Bypass. Dave, 3rd and 15, big down. Jackson Christian wants to hold them here, put them in that 4th down situation. Here's the snap, looking, 5 receivers out, steps up in the pocket, high in the air, looks like it's going to overthrow and be out of bounds down the right sideline, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, and they're in a situation right here that you probably will see them go for this because they're just out of the range of pledged, but he's going to come in and try to punt them and pin them in deep.
And that would be the wise football move here with 1 minute and 56 seconds to go. Make them go as far as you can go. Now, don't forget, got to have somebody check it out and make sure, watch the short snap, but you always want to check, make sure they are kicking. And he is. Ball's going to be kicked high. Signaling for a fair catch is Brooks. He's going to let it bounce, and it takes a USJ bounce. I thought it bounced up. Maybe it didn't hit the young man down there. Interesting how an oblong ball bounces.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, nowadays, these punters, I mean, The point of that ball was pointed directly down, and they mean to do it. Nobody really, if you're not punting for distance, they don't want the spiral anymore, Coach.
No.
They want that thing flying in there like a duck and doing everything. But, man, it's got to hurt your toe and foot to kick the point of that football.
Jackson Christian has a minute 44 to take the football 90 yards, trailing 22-0. USJ will get the football, though, to open the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and but that's why we need to hopefully do something right here, at least keep it for 144.
Here's the snap. Clark, quick out. That looks like Brooks. Brooks has got one man to beat, but the guy from behind slows him up, and then three get there. Gain across the 15 to about the 17 or 18, but the clock's still running, and we have no timeouts to arrest the clock with.
No, we don't, and, Coach, you will look, as I just did notice that's out there in the huddle, breaking out to the right would be number 7. That would be Tinsley is back in the ball game.
Peyton Tinsley, 6'4", and I think they'll send Wesley no, they don't send Wesley Carlock out there. That's number 1. That's the young man that transferred in from Collierville. Tabor, here's the screen again to Brooks. He needs a block. He needed one more block, but gets the first down.
Yeah, they're in some type of what I would call a prevent. They're backing off of them a little bit more, and we're doing exactly what we need to do because I'm going to tell you, Brooks is going to break one in a minute.
Clock arrested until the referee winds it at 1:01. That's a good number. 22-0, but here, moving are the Eagles with the football at their own 26, and now the referee blows it dead, and he says, my timeout, right, Dave?
Yeah, and he looked at the clock and didn't like something that he saw, but I like what I saw, and that was a great comment.
Yeah.
That was good. That's why you're a professional.
Oh, I'm just
like
just lucky working with a great color man.
You know what? Somebody told me one time that pea goes round and round and round. Every now and again, it lands right in the hole.
It does.
That's what they tell me all the time.
It does. Tammy and Norman Reed of Hickman Realty, the Reed Nelson team, has over 75 years experience and sells more real estate than any other team in West Tennessee. 731-664-1006. And, of course, Outback Steakhouse, the number 1 Outback in the entire state. 194 Stonebrook. Don't forget about Rockin' Dough Pizza. We'll tell you more about them. Here's the snap to Clark. He fakes it across the middle. He's got Cisco.
He's got it.
Cisco needs one block.
Go,
He's
sis.
stiff arms.
Go, sis.
He's got Carlock in his way.
Fumble.
And the football
they picked it up.
No, I think they said he stepped out of bounds. It belongs to the Eagles.
Woo. We got a break on that one. He stepped out at the 35, and then when he made his cut, there we go. And you're fixing to get an unsportsmanlike conduct on Caleb Willis right here. No question. I saw the back judge turn around and look right at him. He looked at him, so we're going to tack on 15 more to this.
Wow. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it was a good call, but
yes,
David, you in a game like this, you can't really. You got to keep cool heads when hot ball games.
Well, and I'll tell you right now, this wasn't a cool head or an upset head about a blue jersey. This was smarting off to one of those wearing the zebra stripe jersey, and I'll promise you, you ain't ever gonna win that argument.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Taylor behind Caleb Clark. It's 1st and 10. The ball will be on the USJ 20-yard line, and it would mean so much to the Eagles to put one in here. More of a bunch-type formation, although it's a loose bunch. Hate to use that term, but it is a loose bunching. 4-man rush, high snap. Here's the quick out to Brooks, and this time he's going to lose 2, but part of it is he had to go up. The timing of the play was kind of off.
All right, yeah, we got to hurry here.
29 seconds, they'll probably spike it. And they do, and that'll stop the clock with 25-3. Dave, what's the call?
Coach, I'm going to tell you right now. I got to say what it is right here. On the first down that we just got and the personal foul that they tacked on to it, he stepped out of bounds, and that's what the upset was about. They wound the clock. We lost 10 seconds right there because they wound it, but he obviously had stepped out of bounds. That's a 10-second mistake that we can't afford to make right here.
It really can't. 25.3 seconds. I hear the whistle blowing.
USJ.
And USJ has called a timeout. They take a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com with the Bruins leading the Eagles 22-0.
Simmons Bank is a proud sponsor of high school football in West Tennessee. It takes a solid foundation to build a solid business, and nobody understands that better than Simmons Bank. Whether you need a startup capital, equipment loans, money for expansion, or deposit products, Simmons Bank has experienced bankers that will give you the time, accessibility, and service you desire. Come see us at any of our 24 locations throughout West Tennessee, or visit us online at simmonsbank.com. The Simmons Bank team is ready to help you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back with 25.3 seconds to go. The Eagles threatening to have the ball on the USJ 22, 3rd and 12. Very quickly, McDonald's, all Jackson locations, plus Bells and Brownsville. McDonald's is loving high school football. King Jewelers, fine jewelry, friendly staff, custom designs, quality repairs. 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. King Jewelers, Jackson.com. And, of course, Simmons Bank supports high school athletics and academics in West Tennessee. Find a location at simmonsbank.com. And don't forget about Jackson, or actually Tennessee Tractor, your John Deere dealer. Here we go, 3rd and 12, Dave, on the 22. High snap, sprinting to his right is Caden Clark. He's got one man out in front of him. He looks. He's having to retreat, gives ground. He's giving a lot of ground. He's got a man pursuing him, and he is throwing it away. And if they call it like they did last week, that we had no intentional grounding last week.
That's it. That is an intentional.
They are going to call it, though.
Yeah. He's got to throw the ball towards the receiver. There was obviously none there. Intentional groundings. That's just.
And there's no outside the pocket or outside the tackle. This is high school football.
Yeah.
Totally different rules, right,
Yeah,
Dave?
it's not what you're watching on Saturday or Sunday. But the good thing about this is it's just a 5-yard penalty. You're going to get a loss of down. So we're still in field goal range. It's going to be 4th.
14.2 seconds, Dave. Do you bring your field goal kicker in?
Yes, you got to get points here.
Or do you go for it here? Are you a riverboat gambler? There are no timeouts. I believe we're going to see the riverboat gambler play here.
Yes, it would be it would be about a 45-yard field goal. That may be just a little bit out of comfort.
It's risky. So 4th and a $2 cab ride. Here's the long pass up in the air. Can Tinsley go up and get it? Tinsley had it and losing his balance, and I'm sure when you hit down, the leg hurts a little bit. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it was a good throw. I mean, you put it up to your big man and hope it's a jump ball situation and that he can out-jump him. And as you go right here, we just throw it a little bit. If we've got a little bit more room on that, it's a little bit better. But I'll tell you what, it's a good pass right there.
Both young men, Clark and Tinsley, gave a great effort. Can't fault them.
Yes.
Got to go back in the dressing room in 7.2 seconds and regroup. And we'll take a knee here. Jackson Christian's quarterback steps back. That'll run the clock out. We'll tell you very quickly, Rockin' Dough Pizza plan on the brunch every Saturday and Sundays 10 to 1 to get ready for the ball games. RockandDoughPizza.com, downtown Jackson Walk. 22-0. The Eagles are trailing the Bruins. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we have special guests for you tonight. You're listening to WNWS.com.
Welcome to Hughes Eye. Our doctors and staff look forward to having you as a patient at our clinic. Our doctors and staff work together as a team to treat patients with outstanding care in a positive and friendly environment. We work closely with your local eye and medical doctors to provide care centered around you. Hughes Eye has offices throughout West Tennessee to better serve you. We offer cataract, LASIK, and glaucoma procedures, retina and oculoplastic specialties, as well as the treatment and management of many ocular diseases. We're proud to offer advanced technology to provide the most up-to-date treatment options for your eyes. Prior to your appointment, please take a moment to visit our website at hugheseye.com. There, you can submit new patient forms, find directions to our clinics, and learn more about your ocular condition. Thank you for choosing Hughes Eye.
Hop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value. Time that! You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this. Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
Hello to quality time at Marco's. Hello to the best part of the day and to making someone else's. Say hello to late nights and to the best night ever. These are the primo moments, and they call for Italian quality pizza. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce with a history in the making from the original Gianmarco recipe. Say hello to an authentic favorite. Every store, every day, the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Sometimes a routine is a good thing to break. Start your morning at McDonald's and get any of these sandwiches for just $1 each. Because if you don't deserve a morning that's a little easier and a lot tastier, who does?
Sonic's got all my fair faves.
Cheddar peppers, 99-cent corn dogs, Oreo a la mode. But there's no chicken on the Fair Faves menu, right?
No. Why do you ask?
No reason. You're safe.
Hurry in. Fair faves start at 99 cents and order ahead for happy hour anytime.
Let King Jewelers serve you. During our 22 years in business, we have made it our mission to be the best jeweler in Jackson. In order to be the best, we believe every customer is important. Select a unique gift for that special someone or a piece for a special occasion. Our staff will be happy to help. With over 35 years' experience in repair and custom design, Grover King will give your jewelry the care it needs to last for years to come. Come to King Jewelers today.
Sonic's got all my fair faves.
Cheddar peppers, 99-cent corn dogs, Oreo a la mode. I love the fair. All the prizes you can win.
Totally. Did you win all those?
Winning's for suckers. I bought these.
Hurry in. Fair faves start at 99 cents and order ahead for happy hour anytime.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, where the Eagles, even though they have played hard, some bad breaks, a breakdown of communication on defense, but only trailing 22-0 and knowing the heart of these young men, they can come back on this. And actually, in a way, it's kind of left-handed respect, but USJ showed some respect trying to onside kick because they had to take us out of it and try to steal the momentum away. I'm here with Blake Beckham, who is – Blake, I'm going to let you give your exact title because some of your comrades got me confused. They told me you did one thing and you actually do something else. Both jobs are important, though.
Right. I'm the Director of Advancement at Jackson Christian. Along with that, I am involved with students. I'm an 8th grade sponsor, and I teach senior Bible with our president, Dr. Benton.
Well, since you've introduced the 8th grade into evidence, that middle school team is rolling right now in football.
They're a lot of fun to watch. This week they beat Humboldt 42-24, and then last night they beat St. Mary's 40-0. I think in the last 7 days they've played 3 games, and they've got a good group of kids, some good size, some good speed, and they've been wearing people out so far this year. It's been fun to watch.
And I see where the middle school softball's got to be at TCA for a play day tomorrow. Of course, for people that said, no, they play softball in the spring, middle school plays it in the fall here in West Tennessee.
Yes, they had a middle school play day last week at the up at the ball fields, and I think it was one of those all-day play days, and they got 3rd in their division. So there are athletics going on nonstop right now. Every day this week, other than Wednesday, we had multiple activities. Cross country, high school soccer, middle school football, 5th and 6th grade football, middle school softball. There's something constantly going on with our kids.
But what people need to realize, as far as Jackson Christian is concerned, there's more to Jackson Christian than just athletics. Can you tell us about some of the other great things going on here?
Yes, sir. The week after our fall break, we're going to have a middle school musical, The Little Mermaid. And I actually stepped into the chorus room yesterday afternoon when they were practicing. They were working on their final number. They had the lights on in there and singing and dancing, and a lot of talented kids doing an amazing job. And if you've ever been to any of our high school productions, our middle school productions are the same thing, just with younger kids. It's a top-notch program, and that'll be the week after fall break. I think it maybe start October the 16th through the 19th, I think, are the days for that. And it'll be here in Kaufman Gym, and tickets, I think you can already go and get tickets online for that as well.
And Blake, I'm going to ask you to comment. The band, I remember when Jackson Christian had no band program. I mean, back at the early start of the school has grown by leaps and bounds. Now you're putting on a show that the first time, David, I saw it's as good as any band in our classification show and better than some of the bigger bands.
Right. Our band, under our director, Jack Mallard, they do a phenomenal job, and they are really, really young. I think last year they didn't have any seniors. This year they don't have any seniors. What's neat about our band, too, is that we have a couple of cheerleaders that also do the band. Today in our pep rally, they did an awesome job. The drum line, getting the students fired up. They came down before we had an all-school tailgate this afternoon, and the band came down and played a couple of songs. And they have just done a fantastic job. And as you can see, tonight's the first night that our band has actually dressed out in their full costumes. That's due mainly to the heat that we've had. But they are a hard-working group. They're a close group. They're competing in a competition tomorrow. And but Mr. Mallard does a great job with them. And it's a great group of kids, and they have a lot of fun. And like you said, they have gotten so much better. And I think every year they will continue to grow and get bigger and have that more mature sound that you can already tell that they've had this year compared to last year.
And, of course, academics are always great here. The kids, we have high ACT scores, tons of scholarships every year.
Right.
And we are doing a good job. We got to take a break here in a minute, but we'll give you a final comment about Jackson Christian School. We appreciate Blake Beckham coming by. But the mic's yours, Blake.
Yes, sir. We're just excited about all the things we have going on at Jackson Christian. Our enrollment's up this year. There is a great family feel and a lot of unity on our campus right now. We're excited. We're doing some things differently as far as fundraising this year. We're having a family fund, and in years past we've sold magazines and cookie dough and wrapping paper and butter braid and mums and you name it, we've sold it. And we've said we're not going to sell anything this year, but we want everybody to be involved in our family fund. It's an annual fund at Jackson Christian, and we started that a couple weeks ago, and we've already had some really good success. We're not asking for a specific amount from anybody, but we're wanting everybody to do something to be a part of the Jackson Christian Family Fund, and our families are buying in, and 100% of the proceeds of the family fund will go to benefit our theater program, our band, our academics, our athletics, across the board from our kids that are 6 weeks old to our students that are going to graduate in a couple of months.
And we appreciate you coming by. We want to make this every week, either you or a student. We're going to have some students come here and talk, and we appreciate you coming by.
Yes, sir. Glad to do it. I appreciate what you guys do for us.
Thank you very much. There he is, Blake Beckham. Let's take a 1-minute timeout, and when we come back, the master of the stats, world's greatest statistician, Greg Armour, will be here on WNWS.com.
Don't miss Victory Honda of Jackson's huge Labor Day weekend spectacular. Going on now. This is your final chance to get special clearance pricing on every brand new Honda in stock. And now through Labor Day, we'll pay your sales tax on any select vehicle. That's right, we'll pay your sales tax. Plus, make no payments until 2020. For complete details, visit VictoryHondaJackson.com. Then come into Victory Honda on Highway 45 Bypass today and get special clearance pricing. But hurry, the final days of the Honda Summer Spectacular event are here at Victory Honda, and it all ends on Labor Day.
With top-tier credit approval, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. The sale price will include applicable sales tax, which will be paid by the seller dealer. Not valid on previous purchases. Excludes Honda HR-V, Type R, and Honda Fit models. Plus tag, license, and $599 doc fee. First 4 payments totaling up to $880 made by dealer in lieu of any other discount. Offers do not combine. See dealer for complete details. Offer ends 9/2/19.
And we're back at Jackson Christian School, Ronnie Fowler Stadium, and your halftime score is the USJ Bruins 22, the Jackson Christian School Eagles no score. And right now we're going to go to Greg and get the halftime stats.
All right, for Jackson Christian in the rushing department, Jackson Christian rushed 9 times for 23 yards. In the passing department, Caden Clark attempted 26, completed 14 for 108. With 1 interception. Leading receivers is Daniel Brooks, 6 catches for 48 yards. Will Cisco, 4 catches for 33 yards. For USJ in the rushing department, they had 22 rushes for 92 yards. In the passing department, the quarterback attempted 10, completed 7 for 87 yards and 2 TDs.
Yeah, and they decided to get behind that big offensive line there for a couple of drives, eat up a little time. And, but the one stat that we need to talk about here, Greg, and you know as well as I do, is turnovers.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, we've turned the ball over in a couple of bad. We've gotten down there twice and just had little mishaps that happened, or this game is a whole lot closer than it is.
That's right, yeah. You can't get down in the red zone and turn the ball over.
Yeah, and that was one of the big keys to the game that we talked about with Coach was, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot, and the team that made the, it's an old cliche, but the team that makes the least mistakes holds on to the football, and they've turned it over to us twice and given us the opportunity, but we can't put it in. But in no way are we out. Our offense is being productive, and I think we'll make some defensive adjustments, and we'll see what's going on.
I think so, too.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take 2 minutes right now, and we'll come back with a little bit of analysis, look at some scores as the Jackson Christian School band performs, doing a fantastic job from Ronnie Fowler Stadium at half. USJ 22, Jackson Christian, no score.
I can save you mega bucks if you come in right now. What that really means is I jacked the price way up so I can discount it to make you think you got a deal.
Let's skip all that. Hey, my name is Sarah Beth Langley, and if you actually want to save some money, come visit my family at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. We are a small dealership with low overhead. We save, so you save. At Gene Langley Ford, we care about our customers. We don't want to push or trick you. We just want to earn your business, and we don't mind proving it with our low prices and excellent service. So yeah, you can be fooled into thinking you got a deal at that big, mega, huge sale, or you can skip the scam and come to Gene Langley Ford. Let my family show you Southern hospitality at its best. Kick back, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy checking out our lot. We'll give you top dollar for your trade and put you in the vehicle that you want to be in for truly the lowest price around. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service built.
We all love high school football, right, Coach?
Yes, we do, Dan, and we love Outback Steakhouse in Jackson.
The #1 ranked Outback Steakhouse in the entire state. It voted best steak in Jackson.
My Outback favorite is steak and unlimited shrimp. Get any steak on the menu and add unlimited shrimp for only $9.99, and I can eat as much as an entire football team.
Outback Steakhouse in Jackson has added some great new items. My new favorite is Bloomin' Fried Chicken. It's Outback's twist on fried chicken. A boneless chicken breast, hand-battered in Bloomin' onion seasoning, fried to golden brown, and drizzled with Outback's spicy signature Bloomin' sauce.
Without Outback in Jackson, we couldn't broadcast and telecast all of these high school games.
Thanks, Coach. This is Ian Enslaco at Outback in Jackson. Jackson and West Tennessee has been great to us, and supporting high school athletics and academics is our way to give back to the people that give us so much. Good luck to all of our young men and women in this new school year and football season.
Outback Steakhouse in Jackson, 194 Stonebrook Place. Open weekdays at 4 and weekends at 11.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Field, as you've just seen, a great performance, dressed in their uniforms, as you heard earlier, for the first time this year because of the heat. The Jackson Christian School band, Jackson Christian School, made adjustments and has yet to appear on the field yet. USJ out warming up about 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Let me tell you who some of these fine people are, and please tell them you heard about them on WNWS.com and that you appreciate their participation in bringing you these games. Of course, Sonic of Jackson hit the cookie dough jackpot with the new Big Scoop Cookie Dough Blast in Sunday now at all 6 Sonic locations. The Hughes Eye Group, you've never seen a doctor and staff as caring as their patients, for their patients, as Hughes Eye Group. Multiple locations across West Tennessee. The best in medical and surgical eye care, HughesEye.com. Of course, Gene Langley Ford, 3500 East End Drive in Humboldt. We save so you can save. It's a small family dealership, low overhead. King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive in Jackson. Fine jewelry, friendly staff, custom designs, quality repairs. Go by and see Grover and his staff. King Jewelers, Jackson.com. McDonald's, all Jackson locations, plus Bell's and Brownsville. McDonald's is loving high school football. Simmons Bank supports high school athletics and academics in West Tennessee. Find a location at simmonsbank.com. Tennessee Tractor, John Deere dealer here in West Tennessee. Visit TennesseeTractor.com. Lonnie Cobb, Old Country Auto, visit them. And at oldcountryauto.com, Airways and 45 Bypass. Mitchell's Body Shop, lifetime warranty on every car repair. Rental cars on site, 96 Riverport Drive, Jackson. Register UT football tickets on Mitchell's Body Shop at Facebook page. Best One Tire. Invite Best One Tire of Jackson, Brownsville to your next blowout, Best One Tire of Jackson. Let me tell you about some other people quickly, then we'll get some quick thoughts from David Wade. Kenny Sutherland of 5 Star Realty brings you this. Outback Steakhouse, Rockin' Dough Pizza. Also Tammy and Norman Reed of Hickman Realty. And Sarah of Jackson, Jackson State Community College, Victory Jackson North, West Tennessee Bone and Joint Dermatology and Skin Cancer Consultants, Masterfit Medical, Old Town Spaghetti Store. Dave, your thoughts going into the second half?
Well, Coach, we listened to the stats with Greg, and I mean the stats pretty much say what the score of the ball game is, but what it doesn't say is the fact that we've turned the ball over in 2 really, really, really bad situations. And, we've gotten inside the red zone twice and come away with no points. But the good side of that is the offense is moving the football. We know the plays that are working. We know what's happening. And so we've just got to stay calm. USJ's going to get this kickoff to start the second half. So our defense is going to have to come in, make the adjustments that were given to them at halftime. It's a big, big, big series of downs right here. We need to get them off the field, get our offense back on, get something to motivate us up. We're still in this ball game.
And, we've really shot ourselves in the foot more than they have hurt us. Now, they've had some big plays, and they've executed. We're not taking anything away from them. But we also have done some things that have hurt.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the biggest thing right now is that's what we said. And one of the biggest that happened, and if you'll remember, we had stopped them on 4th down, and the ball was going to get turned over, and it was going to be us. And we got a late unsportsmanlike penalty, which gave them the first down. It gave them enough yardage to get the first down, and they stuck it in the end zone after that. So, that's something that just really doesn't show up in the stat book, but it hurt.
It really does hurt. And remind you about Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza, 1146 Van Drive in Jackson, 731-300 0400, and I could go for a Marco's Pizza right after the game.
I think I might join you.
Yeah, that could be a winner. And, of course, we've got some other fine sponsors. We've told you about most of them, and we're just about ready for football here. I know one of the deep men for USJ will be Wesley Carlock, who's had a pretty good fair night himself, Dave.
Yeah, you can't let him get to the outside. He has such explosive speed, but this is where our kicker comes in. This is when Will steps up and does what he's going to do, and I'm pretty sure that it's fixing to happen. But if he can bang it through the end zone and they'll put the nose of that ball on the 20 with 80 yards to go, anything can happen.
And they hit us early because first downs have not quite evened out yet, but getting there. And they kind of hit us in the mouth early in the game, put us in shock. But we've had some good drives. We've been in the red zone. We just got to convert. They have 8 seniors. We have 8. They have 13. Most of our team coming back are juniors and sophomores.
Yeah, and I mean, really and truthfully, other than the mistakes that we've made, we have played toe to toe with them. I mean, they're winning the line of scrimmage right now, but with the weight that they have and the size advantage they have, that's just not. You wouldn't think that that's unusual, but we are toe to toe with them.
Wesley Carlock to this side, and Dave, I cannot read the number.
That would be that's number 1. That's Tyke Tabor over there.
Tyke Tabor, move in from Collierville, who's also a baseball player. Long kick.
That's deep.
Kiss this one goodbye.
There you go.
If it's baseball, like I said last week, Mr. Wilson, we need a new baseball.
We need a new baseball. Quit losing my baseballs.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 on their own 20 for the USJ Bruins. Big defensive series here for the Eagles. Dave, you've umpired baseball. Both these football teams have several baseball players on it. I know for Jackson Christian, we have, I think, at least 10.
Yeah, it happens in this private school, and you got a lot of players that play multiple sports.
Okay, a stack to the left, a wing back. Low snap, but they're going to give straight ahead, and somebody knifing through that backfield, and we'll pick up who that somebody is in a second.
Oh, that's going to be none other than 80, Chance King. Man. He blows through there with no problems whatsoever, bang, and he gets in there and gets him before Willis even has time to get his hands on the ball.
Chance King said Western Union Telegram, making it 2nd and 14 from the 16. And he collected and got his tip.
Well, and that's what you got to do. I mean, we got him lined up right there next to Wiley, and that's a good deal right there.
Okay, there's a soft spot for Carlock to work in. Let's see if they look at him. The ball is hit, and that looks like Chance King again. Hands up, and that's the way you do it.
Well, I'm going to tell you right here, look on the replay, Coach. Watch down here. You got Wiley on the right-hand side of the center, and you got King on the left-hand side of the center. And the center, at this point, he has no way in the world to be able to tell what to do. And King just blitz and comes through the gap, gets that big paw up, knocks it down.
Going for it. 3rd and 14, for whom the bell tolls. You just heard the bell. Carlock and Long to this side. One wide out. It's got to be McGrath to the other side. A wing back or an H-back. And Willis, and they're going to look across the middle on the drag, but they hit down across the 25, and they say incomplete.
Yeah,
it
came out of his hands, and it wouldn't have been a first down anyway. The pass was intended for Brendan Long, and he probably should have caught the ball, but he was sliding down. It would have been short anyway. Hey, great job by the defense here to hold them on the first 3 and out.
They came and did the job. And again, I don't think USJ would try anything funny in this territory, but always make sure the ball is punted.
Yes.
Somebody's assigned that task. One man back, the dangerous one, Danier Brooks.
You'll see a spiral here.
Nice foot into it, kicking away from Brooks. It'll get a USJ roll, head towards the out of bounds. Should be marked somewhere around the 46 of Jackson Christian.
Yeah, he's going to get credit for about a 37-yard punt right there. But, Coach, that ball left his foot at the 5-yard line, and they're fixing to mark it at the 46. In my book, that is a 49-yard punt.
And, Dave, your math is absolutely correct. You get 100 for this quiz. The next one will come a little later in the game.
And I want to tell you, that's Shelby County Schools paying off right there.
Yeah, that's Shelby County Schools.
No, excuse me, I was Memphis City School. I was old Overton boy.
That's right. Well,
lucky.
Overton had some good education. Now, I was around a bunch of guys from Treadwell that came over and played a little basketball at Union, including a guy named Gunnar Garrett.
Garrett.
Here's the snap to Caden Clark. 3-step drop. They wanted to run the little circle thing.
You can't do that.
Ground is Aaron Smith trying to do the best he can. He's going to lose yardage, and you got to run north and south. But he tried to make something out of it.
Well, our mistakes that are happening right now are when we have something just not go the way that we wanted the play to go, and we're trying to make something out of it. 2 high snaps that we tried to do, and right there, it's not working, okay? We got to cut it up. We got to take our losses as 2-yard loss versus 10-yard loss.
2nd and about 18 or 19, $2 cab ride. Trips left, 3 receivers. Clark's got his signal. Quick out to Brooks. Brooks, they missed a block, and he's going to get tackled for the first time for a loss back to the 32.
Yeah, they made their adjustment too. They know what's working is to get Brooks out in space, and you'll see right here on the replay that they do. And we just did not get the block on quick enough, and Cisco just couldn't get in front of him. And it's not that he missed it; he just couldn't reach him.
3rd and 21. A possession down, ball on the Jackson Christian 35 left hash mark. 2 receivers to the left, sprinting right. It's Caden Clark looking. Unloads. He's got a receiver.
That's
There's Brooks for a first down. And across the 40 of USJ, down to the 39. A big throw and catch and another first down.
Boy, that is just a great job by Caden. Look at him go right here. He rolls. And Brooks is dragging across the middle here, and he knows it, but he's got to give him enough time to get there. And he finally finds the seam, puts it down on the 39-yard line. Oh, they marked it back at the 40.
They said his knees hit short of the 40.
Okay.
But it's still a first down.
Yes.
Eagles, 9:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Eagles again with the trips to the left. One back. That's Jackson Taylor in the backfield. Straight ahead. Jackson Taylor's got good yardage across the 30. Down to about the 27-yard line. And another Jackson Christian School first down.
Great call by the coach right here. Offensive coordinator. He just pulls it in, and he spreads them out. And USJ thinks it's going to happen. And we just give it to Taylor right up the middle. Caught the defense really going hard. Great job.
Tinsley, a single receiver to the far side. Trips. One man in the backfield. 8:52 and counting the snap. Quick drop. Out to Tinsley. He caught it. He's going to get knocked back. Let's see where they give him forward progress.
Looks like they're going to give him, the 23-yard line. Hey, gain of 5, that's a good job. Just catch the ball. I mean, we're making progress here. Good job, Eagles. That away.
Eagles putting that ball in the air. Be second down at about 6, maybe a short 7. Ball is on the USJ 23, 8:21 and counting. Here's Clark with the snap, looking. He's got a man in front of him blocking. Tries the end zone. It is going to be picked off in the end zone. That one kind of floated up there in between 2 receivers.
I think we're going to have roughing the passer here, and we're going to get away with this. It's not the best throw that we can have. Personal foul. Yeah, roughing the passer. He caught him late. So we're going to catch a break, and we're going to end up getting the yardage back here, but you'll see it at the last second. He goes there, bang, he hits him late, but there's just nobody there. That's throwing into double coverage. You can't do that right there, but, Coach, we called a break.
Yeah, again, and maybe we read wrong on that one. But Sarah Jackson at 189 Stone Bridge. Visit sarahjackson.com, Jackson State Community College. Get into the dual credit. You can get high school credit and college credit at the same time. Visit jscc.edu or call 425-2601. They're marking the penalty off. Victory Jackson North. Browse the pre-owned inventory at victoryjacksonnorth.com or go by and see them at 531 Van Drive. West Tennessee Bone and Joint, keeping you active. Find out more at WTBJC.com. And we're back to action with it. 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line. Straight handoff. And this time they caved our blockers in and hit Jackson Taylor in the backfield.
Yeah, I thought there was a hole there, and it just kind of closed down from the side. You'll see on the replay that it ended up being a situation where the defense kind of slid down to the left. And anyway, we've got to get the ball. I'm going to tell you right now, I take Tinsley down to about the 5 and just turn him around and pin him up one-on-one against Tyke Tabor out there.
2nd and 12 from the 16. We can still get a first down against the 4-man front. They throw to Brooks, but coming out there was 79, a great play by Seals. And, again, I saw something that could be dangerously close to taunting.
Yeah, and, I mean, you don't want that. I mean, he's celebrating on his own, and luckily he was going the other direction. But USJ is definitely their linemen are not even rushing on that anymore when they see him split out there. I think you're going to see Tinsley get a shot right here.
That would be very effective here. Caden Clark over the middle. Danier Brooks, can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Jackson Christian School at the 6:48 mark. Danier Brooks, 21 yards.
Yeah, Danier Brooks comes across the middle here, and the old adage is don't throw late across the middle. But when you're rolling right and everything is flowing to the right, you'll see here as he moves out, Danier just slips into that zone right there, over the linebacker, into the end zone. Great job, Jackson Christian School.
Of course, Bartell on to attempt the extra point. Will Bartell. Holding will be Aaron Smith, and we have a delay, a personal foul.
Yeah.
Dave, will this be marked off on the kickoff? Or
it depends on where they want it. If they want it on the kickoff, they can, or they could want it on the try, but they're going to just do the try from regular, and in that way they can kick off. I might think about the 2.
It would be interesting. If this was later in the game, I know they would go for 2. Kick is up. It looks good. If I can find how far back it went, it is good.
Oh, the windshield's okay.
It's now 22-7. Jackson Christian has gotten on the board. Let's take a timeout on WNWS.com.
Kenny Sutherland of 5-Star Realty has one goal in mind, and that is helping you get top dollar for your home. If you're looking to score the home of your dreams, then Kenny Sutherland and 5-Star Realty is for you. With listings throughout Jackson and the surrounding area and a price range that is sure to work for you. Kenny has nearly 25 years of sales and customer service and specializes in representing buyers and sellers in the purchases and sales of new construction, homes, land, and investment properties. Call Kenny today at 444-1164 or find him online at kennysutherland.com.
And we are back here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium where it's 22-7. The Bruins lead the Eagles, but what a nice drive by the Eagles. And capped off by a 21-yard pass to Danielle Brooks at the 6:48 mark. Dave.
Yeah, and I mean, Coach, that's what we discussed about doing was they had to come out, hold them to a 3 and out, and get some momentum, and that's exactly what happened with the 6:48 mark. You know, I may have thought right there, and of course I'm just coaching from the press box, which is very easy to do. You know how that is.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's
easy on us.
I may have taken that penalty from the spot of the point after because I've got a kicker that can get it in the end zone anyway. So, you know, you're going to probably need a 2-point conversion as time goes. But a lot of people at this point will say, look, you don't want anything negative to happen, so we're going to kick it, going to pin them back. Let's start at the 20 again.
Lots of positives is what you want in this situation. And we've got it. Bartell to kick off. And again, should be.
They're going to kick from the 45, and this would be a perfect time for a little squibby,
yeah.
and make them have to return it, but we got to stay in lanes and don't get, but I think the odds right here, Coach, is does he kick it through the uprights or not?
That's a good question whether you blast it or not. You know, in the old days, we used to lay the ball flat on the tee. We called it a watermelon. It produced some interesting results.
It does, and that's what they're doing. And I'm telling you what, this is a perfect time for an onside try.
Let's see.
This will be interesting. It's the squibber. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it. Oh, we had it. It got out of bounds.
Got to control it. I believe that is the
Tinsley
rule,
had
isn't
his
it?
hand on it. That wasn't Tinsley. Oh, we had our hands on it twice, Coach.
That may have been
Ray
Walker
had
Ray.
it. You'll see it right
Good
here.
effort. Good effort.
Oh, it takes the perfect second bounce. Bang, it goes high, and we tip it. Oh, we got it, we got it, we got it. Oh, we just couldn't bring it in. Hey, but it's only on the 25.
Nothing lost. Matter of fact, we've got them 75 yards away. It's 6:48 here in the third quarter. Now, USJ is going to want to reestablish their running game. Now, some teams will come out, try to hit you for a quick score, but I got a feeling that they're going to try to take this thing and run it. Let's see. They've got some different personnel in their package this time.
And they may have a clock problem here. They better hurry.
They're going to send in motion. It's the jet sweep, and that's the running game.
Oh, he got outside.
He did get outside the contain, close to the first down marker, and probably has it as he runs out of bounds, that being Wesley Carlock, the senior.
Yeah, they run the jet pitch sweep, and he pops it to him, and we get caught inside right here, and then he jumps it outside, and then we've got to chase him down from the out. Hey, but that's a good play call right there.
Yes, it is. Unofficially, the 12th first down for USJ, and now they have the football on their own 36. Andrew Smith, the quarterback, got a wing right, a running back there with him, a stack set on this side. You're going to give, no pull to it. Dancing looks like Wallace, and he's going to dance for about 9 yards.
Well, you called it right, Coach. They have just jumped behind those big offensive linemen right now, and they're going to keep the ball on the ground and keep that clock moving. That's exactly what they're trying to do now is win this time of possession.
I noticed they've tightened their splits down too, David. This time they just sneak it for the first down, or at least close, and should have it.
Yeah, right now you can tell with an offense that is as high-powered as USJ, when they're just in there and they're just getting first downs right now, that's what they want, the clock to move. But we got to somehow find a way to get them behind the chains.
Brendan Long and Wesley Carlock, both seniors, will be to this side. Joseph McGrath, the junior, will be to the far side. Your quarterback is Andrew Smith. He's a junior. They got a wing to the right. It's going to be the fake and over the middle, and they overthrew Carlock.
Well, they've been setting that play up pretty much all night. What they wanted to do was, you've seen him fake it, put it in there, come up and fake that pass. This time they had Carlock running a little bit of a slant right there, just overthrown a little bit. But we were in good defensive play right there.
Really were. They have a short post out of this. They have a drag, and they have the slant. David told you it was now the slots to the far side. Single coverage, man-to-man press over here, straight handoff into the middle. And this time Willis is going down for no gain or maybe even a loss of a half yard.
Yeah, he's going to mark him right at the stick right there. So, we're going to end up being in a third down situation right here. The box over there says 2. Nobody's caught that. We need to make sure that that's taken care of. Come on now, Mr. Casey. I know you can see that.
Third and 10's what I have.
Yeah, we got Greg. Greg Poston's coming in right now, and it's just been wired into him. Big play.
You're right. Slot to each side, one back in the backfield. It's going to be a pass play. It'll be a drag man and trying to come back and hook up. That's supposed to be a hook. No good. Incomplete.
Well,
intended for
and
long.
He had him set down in between the zone, and it was a good route. But the movement of the feet back there were not very good. We're getting a little bit of push on it, and throws it low. And I think you're about to see another spiral, Coach.
Yeah, and I think he'll kick away from Brooks like he did on the last one. Old Town Spaghetti Store. Don't forget about their special Monday through Friday at lunch, 11 to 2, $5.99 for spaghetti, meatball, salad, and bread. Here's the punt.
Wow.
Nice high punt. Now, you got to get out of the way of it. It's going to take a USJ bounce. They'll down it, and we're going to have to power out from either the 1 or 2 yard line.
It's a 20 yards difference in a fair catch right there. We've got to waive it. You got to trust the fact that it's going to be, your safety is going to be protected by the officials right there. And bottom line is instead of at the 20, we're starting at the 2.
Ball on the 2, 98 yards away from a touchdown. 4:53, as you see. Great camera work by Paul Schultze and Lawson Mann. Dave Wade, Coach Joe Holloway.
Nice banner in the background right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that 101. We get that scoreboard back to 101. Here come the Eagles. And they've got a long way to go, and they've got to get the football out of there. And they're going to stay with their trips formation. The back and the quarterback both will start a couple of yards in the end zone, David. That's dangerous territory in the shotgun.
Absolutely. That's why I don't like the shotgun. But, hey, it's a good time to throw. You got plenty of room, and there it is. He's open. He is open. Let's get it. Oh, man.
Almost. You saw it. Long pass to Brooks. Fairly good coverage, though. You have to go, Carlock was right there step by step and was able to get a hand. And the young man, all effort, great throw. Second down.
You couldn't have thrown this ball any better. I mean, it was just athlete on athlete, and they're down there. He's splitting the seam. It may have been about 6 inches too far. And when you just throw a 45-yard pass and you miss by 6 inches, you're pretty good.
You absolutely. I like the call, too.
Yes.
2nd and 10. Ball is on the 2. Got to punch that thing out of there. Here's the quick toss across the middle. Catching that ball is Tinsley. The 25,
the
Tinsley,
30, turn it on,
the 40,
baby.
And tackle from behind as he comes across the Jackson Christian 45 down to about the 48-yard line. Another Jackson Christian first down.
Hey, we went back at Wesley Carlock right here, and he had just had the run down the last time, so he may have been out of breath. Great call on him, and he turns it. Actually, he didn't go back at Wesley. Wesley was playing center field, and if it wasn't for him, Tinsley is gone.
A good tackle by Carlock and a good throw and catch. And USJ wants a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout with the score, USJ 22, Jackson Christian 7 on WNWS.com.
Get your college degree from Jackson State Community College tuition-free. Update your credentials for your current job or begin your college career with no debt. From career-ready options that can get you into great-paying jobs to transfer pathways that allow a seamless transfer to a 4-year university, Jackson State has you covered. Check out Tennessee Promise and Tennessee Reconnect at Jackson State. There's never been a better time to complete your degree. Call 731-425-2601 or visit jscc.edu for details. Jackson State Community College. Invested in your success.
And we are back here. Eagles on the move after that long pass to Tinsley. Very quickly, MasterFit Medical, leading distributor of medical, surgical, and dental products to healthcare providers. Call 424-6383. Visit masterfit.net. The Eagles are at the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 at their own 48, going against 3 down linemen and a couple of, now the whistles blow. Somebody got in the neutral zone.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be on us. I think the right tackle, right end, tried to move the left end just moved just a little bit too soon.
And that happens when you get a little hurried and you know you got to block somebody. Tells me, Dave, there was a pass play called in.
Oh, there definitely was. I saw the receiver on this side, which is it's going to be Aaron Smith. He just released and went right past him, and I think there's no question. I believe if you put him in a foot race with Andrew Coy, I think we win that one.
Well, they brought Coy, who plays baseball for USJ, in. Trips to the right side. Single receiver here to the left. comes the four-man rush out quick to Brooks. He needs one block. He's going to get some positive yardage, but one block would have really sprung him a long way. And we've got a lost helmet, David.
Yeah, and I saw that from the word go. Tyke Tabor lost his helmet, and nobody was around him. It just literally came off his head.
That tells me it needs a little chin strap work.
These days, and with concussion protocols and everything else, tighten that chin strap, young man. You'll see on the replay. Look at here, Coach. You'll see him coming into the play here on the left side of your screen. There he goes. It just comes off.
It does. Nice pickup of 11 on the pass play to Brooks. Danielle Brooks. Here's trips to the left. Clark, three-step drop looking. Pressure off the end. This time it's going to be intercepted. Overshot his target.
Oh, we got to get a block. Yeah, that's not good.
That's Carlock. He's only two people have an angle, and they are linemen. I don't know if they can get there. Carlock's going to take it back, and I'm going to tell you what, Caden Clark, the quarterback, hustled and actually outran him.
Well,
now is that flags or is that?
Yeah, you got two. Here's what's going to happen here. You're going to get a defenseless player hit, which is a rule that they have put in. And then what's going to happen is, and this is just what we can't do, Caleb Jones took his helmet off and started to argue with the guy that just hit him. So you're going to end up getting offsetting penalties. One will be during the play. The other one, actually both of them occurred during the play because the play hadn't ended. But he already got the call. He knew he got the call. Don't take your hat off. That is immediately going to be a penalty.
That's for the young people's safety. I know sometimes we don't think those things are fair, David, but it is for the safety of the participants.
Yeah, and he removed his own right there. I mean, that was it. I mean, he got decleated, and it was illegal, and everybody, we know that. Now they're going to take the ball all the way down. This is going to be an interesting the way that this is going to work out. I'll tell you how it's supposed to as soon as they do it. Because the play ended at the 21-yard line. This is when I wish I had microphones. All right, unsportsmanlike against us. They offset.
So the football, David, will be down at the 21.
Yes. That's exactly what you have to do here because both of them are live balls. Actually, no, this ball should go back. Yes, this ball should go back because it's a change of possession. It's going to be USJ's ball, but it should be back at the spot of the fouls. They should offset, and the ball should be right there. The play should not be allowed to go on because it happened during the play.
I was thinking it should have been brought back, but we're going to play, it looks like, now we're going to come talk about it. Very interesting. I'm going to let you keep an eye on it.
Yeah,
I'm with Coach Palmer. It's worth arguing this one.
And both penalties occurred after change of possession. So the fact that USJ has the football is going to be right. This is just, they're going to go get him. Somebody needs to get out there and get him off the field. I mean, this is not he's not going to win this, even though he is. Yeah, this is change of possession.
Now, is this one that the TSSAA would want to
they'll
review?
Well, it will be sent. I mean, there's no question. It's going to be sent in. But the correct call would be on the change of possession as we go back. The two penalties happened in the same spot. Yes, they offset. That doesn't allow the play to continue. You have to come back.
Would the ball have been spotted where these flags were thrown?
They should be, and I'm really thinking that's what we're.
Dave, I'm gonna get a couple of sponsors in here. Please tell these people you heard about them on WNWS.com and Jackson Christian School. Dermatology and skin cancer consultants, medical, surgical, cosmetic locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Learn more at dermandskincancer.com. Also, West Tennessee Bone and Joint. Keeping you active. Find out more at WTBJC.com or call 661-9825. Victory Jackson North. Browse the pre-owned inventory at Jackson or victoryjacksonnorth.com or see them at 531 Van Drive. Jackson State Community College. Dual enrollment at Jackson State Community College is a great way to earn college credit while taking classes in high school. Visit jscc.edu or call 425-2601 for details. And, of course, Sarah of Jackson, Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, Buick, Kia, one destination, so many choices, 189 Stonebridge. Visit sarahjackson.com. Marco's Pizza right over on Van Drive, where you can hear the cheap seats in the pregame show before Monday Night Football. Also, Simmons Bank, Rock and Dough Pizza, 16 Jackson Walk, Jackson, Tennessee, 731-300-0400. And don't forget about their Saturday and Sunday brunch. Oh, man. Dan Reeves, Seabass, Joe Holloway. We like that brunch at Rock and Dough. Dave, have you had that brunch?
Oh, yes, I have, and it is absolutely great. Me and my wife will go in there sometimes, and whenever I get a chance, and she's not at her mother's. You know, I'm rethinking this, and I'm going to tell you, Greg Poston is the one talking to the coach right now. He's kind of a rules guru, and, you know, the more that I've just thought about this, the two offsetting penalties, the play may have continued. I would have called it different, but I'll tell you, the problem was if he never takes his helmet off, the ball's back here.
Right here. 1st and 10 for the Bruins on the JCS 21. Here's the quick toss out with blockers in front to the wide out. He's going to get about 9. We'll pick that up. I hope someday that the National Federation makes an improvement on numbers, David. We've got a set of jerseys that are hard to read, and USJ's white jerseys are hard to read.
Well, I'm going to tell you that is coming next year. They cannot have it's got to be a major contrast in the numbering on the jerseys color-wise.
2nd and 2. Handoff straight up the middle, getting the first down. It looks like Willis carrying the football. And let's see. That is Caleb Willis with the football, picking up enough yardage for that first down. 3:21 to go here in the third quarter, 22-7. The Bruins lead the Eagles. Eagles were on the drive, but now the Bruins are threatening. They sing McGrath out to the left, Long to the right, 2 wingbacks. They go straight ahead to the big man, and that's Wallace in there. And he got met by several Bruins.
Yeah,
Eagles.
That was a great job right there. He comes popping in and just wraps him up. Now this is the textbook of a wrap up right here,
yeah.
and he does a good job. And now, I mean, they're going a little hurry up here, and I know we're winded.
Nash and Craig on the bottom of that. There were other young men there. It's 2nd and 7 from the 7th, so that makes it 2nd and goal. Again, they fake,
wide
sprinting out, got a man in the corner on the bootleg, touchdown, USJ.
Yeah, I mean, they release. He puts it in there and fakes the dive. On the replay, you'll see he gives it right here, fakes that dive, and then he turns, and there's the back that just released into the flat, and no problem right there with the pass.
And it was a good, well executed. You see them in the swinging gate. Now they'll shift. And I believe catching the football that time was Steele Haynes. It looked like number 25 in there.
It did.
So that puts the Bruins up 28-7 after the Eagles were threatening. Here's the snap. The kick is up. The kick looks good. The referee says it is good. It's 29-7. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout on WNWS.com.
Don't miss Victory Honda of Jackson's huge Labor Day weekend spectacular. Going on now. This is your final chance to get special clearance pricing on every brand new Honda in stock. And now through Labor Day, we'll pay your sales tax on any select vehicle. That's right, we'll pay your sales tax. Plus, make no payments until 2020. For complete details, visit victoryhondajackson.com. Then come into Victory Honda on Highway 45 Bypass today and get special clearance pricing. But hurry, the final days of the Honda Summer Spectacular event are here at Victory Honda, and it all ends on Labor Day.
With top-tier credit approval, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Sale price will include applicable sales tax, which will be paid by the seller dealer. Not valid on previous purchases. Excludes Honda HR-V, Type R, and Honda Fit models. Plus tag, license, and $599 doc fee. First 4 payments totaling up to $880 paid by dealer in lieu of any other discount. Offers do not combine. See dealer for complete details. Offer ends 9/2/19.
29-7, the Bruins lead the Eagles. 2:29 to go in the third quarter. We'll get an explanation from Dave Wade here in a moment. Back deep, looks like Tinsley and Brooks. To kick off is Ben Pledger, who has an excellent leg. This one's going to go high and come down. It's coming down to Brooks at the 5. He's across the 15, the 20. Will he make the 25? And this time the Bruins stayed in their lanes better that time, and he didn't have any place to go, Dave.
Yeah, and the explanation for the play and the penalty is, and this is what I think that they used to call this, and I'm going to have to check to make sure that this is right, but I believe it is. Usually when you have offsetting penalties and there's no change of possession, you have offsetting penalties and you replay the down, whatever the down is. I think the difference here was because it was after a change of possession. You really have no previous spot because you can't go back because it was after the change of possession. So I think you have to go to the succeeding spot, which is where the ball ended up.
Sounds logical. 3 receivers to the right of the formation. Caden Clark, Jackson Taylor in the backfield. And a give straight ahead to Jackson Taylor. He's across the 25, comes up and looks like he's a little short of the 30, but the nose of the football may be touching the 30. A nice gain of almost 5, about 4 3/4.
There's plenty of time left in this game, Coach. We got to get down. Yeah, absolutely. We got another quarter. We'll get down and just score on this drive and regroup, give you defense a little time to rest.
Okay, 2 receivers to each side. Smith and Brooks hit to this side. Cisco to the other side. Here's a pass to Smith. He got in that seam and was slowed up but got across the 40 for a first down, another Jackson Christian first down.
Yeah, that's a good job by Caden Clark right there. Look, they're going to give you the underneath, and that's what we're going to have to take. We're going to do this about 15 yards at a time. We can't throw over the top of them because they're going to have 3 or 4 of them sitting back there.
You're absolutely correct about that. 1st and 10, ball on the JCS 41. 2 receivers again to each side. It's a pass play. You can tell by the way they're set up across the middle, hitting Cisco. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, and out of bounds right at the 28-yard line of USJ.
That's a great play call right there. Cisco did a great job. On the replay, you'll see Caden just steps back. He allows him to cut that slant right across. He's got his man beat right across the middle, 15-yard throw. We get the rest on the legs of Cisco. Good job.
And another first down for the Eagles, 1:18 and counting in the third quarter. How big does that 2-point conversion come, David?
We're going to have to get it back sooner or later.
Clark steps up, gets the snap, hands off straight ahead, breaking over left tackle is Jackson Taylor. Outside off left end, getting yardage down close to the 20, and they say he stepped out at the 21 for a gain of about 7. Nice carry.
Yeah, that's a good carry, and we're keeping them honest out there. That's what we've got to do. And the good thing right now, Coach, is both runs right there, both the last 2 plays have gone out of bounds. So it's just stopping the clock. We're easing on down. 1:13 left in the quarter. We can get this ball in the third.
Wide side of the field to Tinsley and Cisco's side. They'll go trip, so they put Brooks over there. Here's the snap, sprinting to his right, looking, going to take the short receiver, but that time the throw went into the ground.
Yeah, he didn't like what he saw right there. The way that ball was thrown. He intentionally did that. They're talking to each other right now and figuring out somebody did not. They weren't on the same page.
That one didn't work. And unofficially, we have thrown 29 passes so far. 2nd and 4. Here's the snap. It's a pass all the way across the middle. They got Cisco, and the sure-handed Cisco grabs it, drags the man. Did he break the zone?
No, they're going to mark him at the 1, Coach.
Very great effort by Will Cisco across the middle.
I thought the individual effort of Cisco after he catches this ball. Caden stands in. He hits him across the middle. Bang, he's hit good at the 10, drags him to the 5. I thought right there he's going to reach it out. Hey, we're at the 1 right now. Up the middle. The middle.
Long slowed him up. Steele Haynes put the finish. It is 1st and goal on the 1. It's important to get this one in. We're still in third quarter. Handoff Jackson Taylor, the big man. He rumbles.
Yes.
He goes in, standing up. Touchdown, Jackson Christian School and Jackson Taylor.
Absolutely. A great job. They hit up the middle. He sees it's not there, and he pumps it out to the left. As we go in there, it's a little clogged up, and then he just outruns everybody to the side. Touchdown, Mr. Taylor, and the coach is signaling we are going to kick the extra point this time. Hey, we're going to wait to the end when we have to do it.
Wait till we get closer. Save your 2-point conversion play because you've got one 2-point conversion play that's always better than the rest of them you got.
Absolutely, and it's sitting in there in the back of their minds, and they know it.
Will Bartell on. Smith to hold. This will be Aaron Smith for Jackson Christian. Snap. And this time they got penetration, and it got blocked. Snap was a little slow getting back there.
It was a little slow, and it came from the corner, and we'll see if is a replay available on this one. You'll see the right corner just goes untouched. I mean, it's supposed to take a little bit right there. He looks like he got a good jump on the ball, and just enough to get a hand or two on it. Well, we're just going to need 2-point conversions. So dial up that second one. That's number 2 on the list.
You're right about that. Rockin' Dough Pizza plan on brunch every Saturday and Sundays 10 to 1 to get ready for the ball games. RockandDoughPizza.com downtown. Of course, Sonic of Jackson hit the cookie dough jackpot with the new Big Scoop Cookie Dough Blast. And Sunday now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. The Hughes Eye Group, you've never seen a doctor and staff, is caring as their patients or for their patients as Hughes Eye Group, multiple locations across West Tennessee. Best medical and surgical eye care, HughesEye.com. Tammy and Norman Reed of Hickman Realty, the Reed Nelson team, has over 75 years experience, sells more real estate than any other team in West Tennessee. And we are just about ready for kickoff. Don't forget about these fine sponsors: Simmons Bank, Lonnie Cobb, Old Country Auto, Tennessee Tractor, Mitchell's Body Shop, Best One Tire, Outback Steakhouse. Is it onside? Let's see when they are going to try it. Here's the big hop
again.
And can they get it? It's a foot race for the football. And it goes out of bounds again. You got to have control. You got to have control.
They're going to see if it's controlled or it was out of bounds.
It will be an interesting
call. Call was going to have to come from way downfield. I think he landed half in and half out. Oh, he's getting an argument there from Coach, but I do believe that this is going to be USJ. Let's see right here on this replay. We get one bounce,
There's
2, it goes high. Hope we don't get blocked out here. And he's out of bounds.
Yeah, but you know what? On calls, even though the referees have done a good job, if you're Jackson Christian, you got to feel a little snake bit.
You do.
Even though, even in basketball, there were times that I knew you guys were right, but I still felt snake bit.
Well, you get 2 that you don't think and that you really got a good argument. And that one, they made the right call, but in your mind, that's 3.
Low snap. They fake and keep. That's Wesley Carlock, and he's going to be tackled at about the line of scrimmage. Tacker Nash there for one of them. And it looks like Owen Hughes on the other one.
And we got a cramp. I think that's Carlock's got a cramp right now.
That is a cramp. While they're working his cramp out, let's take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com.
West Tennessee Bone and Joint Clinic is proud to announce Dr. Jay Smith has joined their winning team. Dr. Smith grew up in Jackson, and after medical school, there was no other place he wanted to come back to than Jackson. Dr. Jay Smith is ecstatic about the opportunity to serve his local community and be close to friends and family. Since school started back and the sports season is in full gear, when you experience an injury, let West Tennessee Bone and Joint Clinic help you recover quickly. Visit their website, WTBJC.com. West Tennessee's most respected orthopedic practice, serving West Tennessee.
Back here where it's 29-13, an onside kick. Well, it was exciting, but it went to USJ. Unfortunately for USJ, Wesley Carlock has a cramp, but thank goodness we don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't even like to see the cramps. Get the pickle juice out.
Well, and get the pickle juice, set it up. But you got to give a hand to nowadays. And my daughter is in physical therapy, and her roommate is a athletic trainer, and West Tennessee Healthcare, hats off to them. They put these trainers at just about every school, and they're there all day now, Coach.
And they do a good job. 13.8 seconds in the third quarter. USJ has the football, 1st and 10 on their own 38. Looking for the play to be signaled in.
Can somebody explain to me why we're running the clock after a kickoff out of bounds?
That one I don't understand. While they figure it out, we're going to hold it for just a second. And we're going to tell you they have declared that is the end of the third quarter play. USJ 29, Jackson Christian 13. Let's take a 1-minute timeout on WNWS.com.
This is Tammy Reed with Hickman Realty Group. What does real estate and football have in common? Both have to have team players. Both are trying to make it to the gold, and in the end, the best team always wins. That's why you need a winning team working for you. With over 75 years combined experience, no other agent or teams come close to the sales of the Reed Nelson team for the past 10 years. Put the team with a winning record to work for you today. Call the Reed Nelson team, Hickman Realty Group, 664-1006. Visit our website at reedteam.com.
Sakura set the standard in West Tennessee for Japanese sushi rolls and hibachi grill items. By popular demand, we have added a Chinese menu. For starters, egg drop and sweet and sour soups. Entrees include chicken broccoli, General Tso's chicken, Mongolian beef, sweet and sour chicken, and lo mein with your choice of meat. For a limited time, Sakura is offering 2 new entrees, lobster and fried rice, and hot kung pao chicken. Sakura at 70 Carriage House. Dine in, delivery, or call in for pickup at 664-2878.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, USJ has the football. It's snapped to Andrew Smith straight ahead. And they have been able to run that dive play with Willis quite a bit, and they got another first down.
Yeah, and Chase King made a really good tackle right there, or he was going to break that a little bit more. And, Willis is pointing, and I think he's coming out of the game and probably fixing to get a earful about running that mouth.
Tyler Wallace, the big 238-pound running back, and he's a load to tackle, Dave.
Yes,
and first and 10 on their own 45. The Bruins have the football going against 5 down linemen right now. And the play kind of messed up, but the messed up timing actually allowed Wallace to get about 5 yards, maybe 6.
That's what I say. Sometimes it works that way. You play perfect defense, and you have exactly what you need, and then the play got disrupted and the timing was off, and which allows the defense to over-pursue or to end up in a spot where they won't. You'll see here that they just don't know what's going on. It's a bad snap. Mang tries to hand it to him up high, and we run right past it.
Sure did. 2nd and 5. The ball is just short of the 50. McGrath and Carlock come to this side. One receiver long to the far side. Here's the snap. The handoff. Wallace got hit in the backfield, broke a tackle, breaks a second tackle, and then a flag comes out. Dave, David is always right. I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a hold right here on number 79 for USJ, and there it goes. It's point of attack right here on the replay. You'll see it. It comes in and just gets a little bit of arm load. There he goes. He's got him right there. He doesn't let him go. You'll see him turn 13. That's it right there.
Yep, that's a good call, David. 2nd and 11 now. Ball back at the 44 of USJ. Jackson Christian really needs a stop on this series of down. They've got him at 2nd and 11. They have thrown the little swing screen. They've also come across the middle, and they have run the post. Let's see what happens. It's going to be the quick screen. Hughes tried to fight off the block. Good yardage. It's going to be short of the first down by a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying right now. They're just running everything that they've got. They've opened the playbook up, and they're going side to side, north and south. And it's just hard to stop. They step back one. We got a blocker going right there. He's fending him off pretty good, Hughes is, but we don't make contact but for 5 yards down the field. Hey, big 3rd and 1.
Dave, do you have to get into the gaps here and try to, or will he sneak it? You got to get in that A and B gap for sure.
Blow him up.
Oh, he went off of the right tackle and got good yardage. Tacker Nash with the tackle, but it was 5 yards down the field for another Bruin first down.
Yeah, that's just you get behind your beef right there. I mean, we would run the same play. There's no question. You just get behind your best offensive lineman, take it right up the middle.
USJ eating time up, 9:57 and counting, 29-13. The Bruins lead the Eagles. Eagles have got to get a stop, but you got 4 more downs now for USJ. The ball is on the Jackson Christian School 40.
We got a Jackson Christian player that just dropped to the ground, and he's got a cramp. The coach is going to take care of it till the trainers get there.
Yeah, and that may be Tacker Nash. I
think it is.
Don't see him out on the field. And Tacker very strong, and those are powerful legs, and sometimes that lactic acid builds up in there.
Yes, it does, and we probably will not fourth quarter see the pickle juice. But I'll tell you, Tacker, when you got legs that size, that cramp hurts.
It does. Strong young man. He is, if not the strongest, he is one of the 2 strongest on the team. His dad played here, and, of course, failed to mention that Colton Nash's dad, Sean, played here at Lambeth University a few years ago.
Yes, I remember that.
And, of course, Nathan Nash and his proud grandfather is the one and only Bill Hamilton, who also has Joellen Hamilton as his lovely wife. We'll say hey to Joellen, who's listening tonight. And also to Coach Darby Palmer's parents. It's been one of those nail biters in one way, not necessarily the score is close enough to bite nails, but just the way it's thinned out. Now, they wind the clock. We're ready to play. Wing left, 2 receivers to the right. Looks like Willis back in the backfield with Andrew Smith.
Yeah, they're gonna run a little clock off there. They're not gonna snap it with 14 seconds left.
Tends to make the defense a little antsy, doesn't it, Dave?
Offensive lineman got to stay
snap,
there with the
just
hand
straight
on the
handoff up in there, and the big linemen are blowing them out and gets about 8, maybe 9 yards, depending on the spot.
You're right. I mean, defensively, you're just sitting there watching and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then it hits you like that. That's kind of hard to do.
It really does, and it makes it tough. You know, there's a guy ran a defense called the radar defense where everybody stood up back about 40 years ago. I'm serious, called the radar defense. And this might be a time to play radar defense. I wouldn't play because you don't get any push into the backfield. And very quickly, Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive. We'll tell you more about them in a minute. 8:42 and counting. Bruins go under center, 2 wings. Looks like Crockett County's old P.A. Pratt formation. They go off left tackle, and this is the big man rumbling, and he's hard. You hit him high, but the only reason he went down is you got to tackle him around the ankles. And again, another first down for the Bruins, eating that clock up.
Yeah, and you know, there is an old saying in football, and it's just as true as it can, is that runners get stronger as the game goes on, and defensive linemen and defensive backs' legs get weaker. And right now, he is just pounding the ball in there, driving, first down. They're letting that clock run.
And the Eagle linemen have logged a long night on the field.
They have. They've been put out there in situations, and they're doing a good job. It's just hard to beat all the time.
Okay, a little confusion. They send Carlock in motion. They go straight ahead. This is Wallace breaking over the right guard. It was a trap, or at least it looked like it was. And again, first down yardage. And now those first downs starting to mount up. The clock is arrested temporarily at 7 minutes and 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Bailey Wolf is going to come take himself out right now. I think he's feeling just a little bit of a cramp, and he's had to come out. And I can't see who replaced him at
Usually
that right corner.
It is 33 coming in. Everett Walls
That's
came
him.
in. Okay, back to the spread formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 back with an H-back or a wing back to the left. Again, letting that clock run down under 10. It's at 5. Pull the guard, run right in behind him is Willis. He's streaking towards the goal line. He's short of it. But when they pull that left guard and kick out, Dave, he leads up in there, and there's nobody there to tackle the man.
Yeah, they're executing it good. And, I mean, you go across that front line for Jackson Christian, you're talking about 255, 253, 230, 280, and 230. That's some beef.
Unofficially 19 first downs. Very quickly, Mitchell's Body Shop lifetime warranty on every car repair. 96 Riverport Drive, Jackson. Register for UT tickets on Mitchell Body Shop's Facebook page. First and goal from the 2 for the Bruins. Under center is Andrew Smith. Gives to the big running back. He's close. Did he break the plane?
No, he's pointing down. Poston's pointing down right here. They're going to mark him just short.
So the Eagles hold on this play. They really need to get penetration, and Wallace sometimes can fall for a yard, even when hit.
And I think you've had to see a quarterback sneak, and Wallace is going to push him in.
You're right. Here
There
comes
he
the
goes.
sneak, and he rolls over. The initial didn't get him in, but the rollover did.
Yeah. And that's just what you want to do as a quarterback. I mean, it marked him about 2-3 inches short. You just get behind your big center because you know when the snap count is. The center knows when to snap. I used to have the play that I called all the time, and I could just tap the center on the rear end. We called it on tap. Nobody else knew but me and him, but it always happened.
Ben Pleasure on to attempt the extra point. Wesley Carlock will hold. The snap, the kick, it's up. It looks good. And the official says it is. It is 36-13. Let's take a 30-second timeout on WNWS.com.
MasterFit Medical Supply is on a mission, and that mission is to supply everyone with premium medical equipment at savings you wouldn't find elsewhere. At MasterFit Medical Supply, we represent over 200 medical equipment and supply manufacturers and over 90,000 products, much of it in our warehouse right here in Jackson. Defibrillators, monitors, EKGs, pumps, sensors, and more. So when you need more affordable medical supplies, call MasterFit Medical Supply at 554-1223.
6:44 to go in this contest. USJ has just scored and leads 36-13. Dave, that leaves us in a position where we just got to bring the cannon out and start slinging the javelin.
Yeah, we've got a lot to do and a little time to do it. And or as the song said, we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But, yeah, we just need to stay within ourselves right here. Crazier things have happened. We're going to have a break or two go our way, but we don't need to shoot ourselves right here. Get the ball, take it down. We've almost got 2 onside kicks. I believe we can get one.
We're going to get one before the night's over. Right now we could use a great return. I'm USJ. This thing's going in the end zone if I can get it there anyway.
I think, you're hoping right now that Pledger can get everything he's got into it.
Brooks and Tinsley back deep to receive. And it's going to be nobody because this one does make the end zone. So the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20, 80 yards away with 6:44 to put some points on the board.
Yeah, and like I said, they're gonna start giving you those across the middles. But if we keep splitting the defense like we have, I mean, you think about it. We went about 70 yards just a minute ago, and we did it within about 2 minutes, and we were taking the underneath. They're going to give it to us. We're going to have to take it.
You're right. Kenny Sutherland, a 5-star realty home buying expert. Call Kenny on his cell at 731-444-1164 or at the office at 661-9000 and search for your next home at kennysutherland.com. Outback Steakhouse, the #1 Outback in the entire state, voted the best lunch in Jackson, 194 Stonebrook Drive. Don't forget about Rockin' Dough Pizza down at Jackson Walk in downtown Jackson, and the brunch 10 to 1 on Saturdays and Sundays. Sonic of Jackson hit the cookie dough jackpot with the new Big Scoop cookie dough blast on Sunday, now at all 6 Sonic locations. Of course, a couple of other sponsors, the Hughes Eye Group, Gene Langley Ford up at 3500 East End Drive, Humboldt, King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive. The Eagles are ready, 1st and 10 with 6:44 the snap. Sprinting to his right, about a 5-step sprint, throwing the fade route or the go, and double coverage on Tinsley. The safety was getting over there almost. And David, again, we play the game of 3 to 6 inches more, and it's a catch.
Yeah, I mean, he had it hit him in the hands, but he's in there against Tyke Tabor, and they're both going up. I thought he was going to come down with it right there, but I mean, that's a tough catch. And Tabor's a good athlete, and he's step for step with him.
You're right about that. 2nd and 10, ball on the 20, 6:36, clock arrested. Ball equidistance between the hash marks. Over the middle to Cisco behind him. And was it intercepted? Did it hit the ground? This is really going to cause some controversy.
Yeah, I want to see this on the replay. And we're going to slow it down as we get right to it here. We got the pass. All right, it hits him. It's up in the air. And hands, we're going to get blocked out. Right there, it still hasn't hit. I think that's an interception, Coach.
It could be. The only places when we were blocked out.
When we were blocked out.
Did he get his hands under it?
And we get tip. And we're not going to be able to
say, and even if he comes down and it bounces off of that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the way that bounced, I'm going to say that was the hand underneath it and not the carpet, as like you said before. Sometimes you feel snake bit, and I think the Rattler just got us.
Again to Wallace. He breaks one tackle, but then he's going to be hit. Looked like King hit him first, and then Craig finished him off.
Well, That's a tough call either way, and just a little bit behind the receiver. But we were making the right attempt right there, and that's what we just need to continue to do. There's a long season ahead right here. Just stay healthy.
2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the right. Actually, one of them's the H-back that's like a wing back, still in the spread. Taking a long time, down under 5 now. There's the snap. They ride and keep. That is Carlock keeping it, and he's going to get a first down or be awfully close. I think he's got a first down.
Yeah, they're blowing it dead right now and going to give him the first down. I couldn't tell who had the ball. That was a great fake right there by Carlock, who decided to put it in. I don't know if this was an actual read, but he leaves it, and then he just cuts it back against the grain.
He was reading 42, I think.
He surely was. He was looking at 42, and when he saw him commit, cut it back in.
And if he didn't, he made it look good. 1st and 10 on the 28. Here's a handoff going off the right side again, making good yardage across the 25. USJ will have it 2nd down, clock running at 5:21.
Well, I'll tell you, anything that isn't designed to go between the 2 tackles is a play that has been busted, and it is by mistake, because right now there's no reason to go anywhere but up the middle.
And remind you about Marco's Pizza over on Van Drive. Go by, they'll still be open when this contest is over. 4:56, still about 12 seconds, and now the referee stopped play with at 4:54.
Jackson Christian time.
Eagles take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with the Bruins leading 36-13 on WNWS.com.
Nice body.
Thanks.
You've had some work done.
You should have seen me last week. I was a total wreck.
Oh, who did the work?
Well, I insisted on the best. Mitchell's Body Shop.
That is one good-looking ride.
Fender benders to total wrecks. Mitchell's gives a lifetime warranty on all repairs. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive, Jackson.
When you want the best body in town.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Field, we'll go to action here in a minute. Very quickly, remind you about Best One Tire of Brownsville and Jackson. Dave, a couple of quick scores for the 2nd down.
In our region, Trinity Christian 35, Clarksville 14. That's a final. Nashville Christian 28, Columbia Academy, no score. That's a final.
Okay, here it is, 2nd and 5 at the 23. Again, the handoff to Tyler Wallace. He's hit by 3 Eagles. 4 or 5 come on to help and assist. I know Tacker Nash is there. Let's see who the other young man getting off the bottom. Looks like Craig again. There was one other young man in on that play early.
I'll tell you, I've seen more injuries happen right here because, and as a defensive player, I feel the same way. When they're held up like that and you got your guys, you want to come in and lay that hit. But most of the time, that guy's protected by your guys, and the person that you end up giving a lick to is your own defensive player.
3rd and 4, big 3rd down. And again, back to the spread, the wing back. And they've got Caleb Willis back in at tailback. 2 receivers to the right. The wing is to the left. Andrew Smith waiting till it gets down around 5. Here's the snap straight ahead to Willis. He's got the first down. He may take it to the house. And he does take it to the house. 22 yards for Willis straight up the middle. That adds to the score.
Yeah, and Coach, it just there comes a time that your legs are tired. That defense has been forced to be out there quite a bit, and these are big, strong guys that are pushing on them, and a good running back. And this is a good ball team that USJ has. They're not number 1 in the state for no reason.
And we're in Division II, Single A, and they are right now, according to a couple of publications, the highest-ranked team in the state, and they definitely are in this region. Pledger on to attempt the extra point. 42-13 is the score at this point. The snap, the kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good. It's 43-13. Let's take a timeout on WNWS.com.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep. Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto Sales, Airways, and 45 Bypass in Jackson are online at Old Country.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Field, 3:54 to go, and we'll be awaiting the kickoff. Both teams have played hard tonight. There are going to be some tired young men tonight. One team will go home a little happier than the other, but still got a kickoff. There's still time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and who knows?
Well, and the good thing about this that I say is now this is a region game. It means something. We're very young. I mean, this rivalry is going to stay intact for quite a while.
It sure is. It's not going anywhere. Pledger puts his foot into the football, takes it back. It'll be in and out of the end zone. The ball will be put in play. No time goes off. So ball will be on the 20, equidistance between the hash marks. Dave, now a team could ask to put it on the left or right hash mark coming out of this, couldn't they?
I've never had that. That's a good question, Coach. I don't know. I think when it's in the end zone, it has to go in the center of the field.
It does, okay.
I think the only time you can choose is on a try for point.
Okay. In college, I know I have seen that allowed before, but I've never seen it in high school.
No.
And it's a good time to ask that question.
It is, and that's something that you got me looking. I got them looking up two things tonight.
Here we go. One running back, Jackson Taylor in the backfield. Caden Clark, the quarterback. Straight ahead, the handoff, and the great penetration by the Bruins from the right side of their defensive line.
Yeah, they're really right now. I mean, we're forced to, to pretty much telegraph what's going on. They're going to step their defensive backs back, and it's just going to be they're pinning their ears right now. They're rested, and we're pretty winded right now.
And that was Carter Willis in along with another young man. 2nd and 13, a loss of 3 on the play. Again, the handoff to Jackson Taylor, and I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage. 3:15 and counting.
Yeah, and I think right now we're trying to stay healthy. We don't need to do anything, and we're wanting the clock to run. I mean, sometimes you just have to tip your hat, and that's what we're doing right now. We're going to tip our hat and hopefully walk out of here with everybody healthy and move on to next week.
Coverage is loosened and heavy towards the trip side here. Sprinting back over the middle, overthrown just a little bit. Will Cisco had to jump for it, and that does stop the clock at 2:46.
Yeah, and that was a good pass. It was just a little bit behind him, but that middle has been open. And on the replay, you'll see Cisco runs a great route here. I mean, he digs it right there, slips right past the linebacker, and he's in between the safety and the linebacker. He's got Carlock right in front of him, but I'm telling you, that was a good route by Cisco.
Carlock back deep. They send 2 people back deep this time. Caden Clark to punt on 4th and 13. 2:46. Here's the punt away, kicking away from Carlock. Fielded and dropped, and then going out of bounds was the receiver, and that was number 19, Drew Morris.
Yeah, they're going to put it in play at the 42. Coach, I'll give you Freed Hardeman update. We went down to Itawama last weekend and played very, very good. And tomorrow we're honored to be the host of the National Scouting Report. They are running a 50-girl invitational combine using the Freed Hardeman facilities, and they will pretty much be watched by, we'll have 10 different coaches watching them, and they'll get their metrics done. But a great job with Freed Hardeman and being invited to do this.
Oh, that's an outstanding event. Back under center are the Bruins, and now they jump. Was Craig drawn off, or did he just jump trying to make a great play? He's leaning, so it's against the defense.
Yeah, it is. And
David, did you know all referees lean like that?
Yeah, I didn't, but I have watched it since you did it, and now I see it.
The only ones that don't do like that is there were a few of us back when I was a little younger, and they were older, and they were in their 60s. They sometimes bent the knees and just reached down and got it. 1st and 5 for the Bruins. Straight ahead, Wallace, the tailback, with the football. He's close to first down yardage. It'll depend on the spot of the football. He's a load at 238 pounds. Clock running at 2:25.
Yeah, they're going to mark the first down here and move the chains and roll it. And this clock can't run fast enough right now.
No, it can't. No, they won't wind it until the chains are set. Very quickly, Kenny Sutherland of 5-Star Realty, Outback Steakhouse, Rock-and-Roll Pizza, Tammy and Norman Reed of Hickman Realty for the sponsors. We'll give you a list. Please thank these people and tell them you heard about them on WNWS.com, supporting Jackson Christian School. Here's the handoff again. Wallace breaks it out off the left end, gets about 4 tough yards, maybe 5. Actually, it's going to wind up being about 4.5. And do we have a player cramping?
Yes, we do. And let's see. He's got his arms on his face mask, so we can't get a look at
it
that.
May
That'd
be
be 13.
No,
that's going to be Wolf that came in. Bailey, you know, he took himself out the last time, and this time the electrolytes are just gone.
Well, that tells me these young men have given all their effort. The last tackle was made by Tacker Nash. Let me run down this list again of sponsors. Rockin' Dough Pizza on the Jackson Walk, Sonic of Jackson, 6 locations. The Hughes Eye Group, Gene Langley Ford at 3500 East End Drive in Humboldt, King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, McDonald's in Jackson, Bells, and Brownsville. Simmons Bank at simmonsbank.com, Tennessee Tractor at tennesseetractor.com, Lonnie Cobb, Old Country Auto, Airways Boulevard and the 45 Bypass here in Jackson, Mitchell's Body Shop on 96 Riverport Drive, and Best One Tire at bestoneofjackson.com. Here come the Bruins, 2nd and 6, ball on the JCS 30 in the wing with one running back.
You got to be kidding me.
And throwing the pass play off the bootleg fake out to 24. And did he get out of bounds? Yeah, I believe he was knocked out of bounds. 135.
Well, in a rivalry that's cross town like this, 2 things are going to happen bad about this. Is 1, it'll be remembered for a long time. And 2, this is where you start getting chippy. I mean, there's just not a reason to be throwing that ball like that and getting it down here. I mean, you can waste the clock away, and I don't want to put this memory in a rival.
1st and 10, ball just outside the 10, so it is possible to get a first down, and running up the middle and close to a touchdown is the tailback. He'll get about 9 of those. And David, I've coached this game before, and I'm sure I'll get criticized for what I'm going to say. I take a couple of knees.
Oh, yeah, and they're running hurry up and they're fixing to hand it off or run a quarterback sneak. I'm telling you, this is where you get somebody hurt, and then you got to turn around to your fan base and you got to say, why in the world were you running the football? I just don't like this. I'm going to be honest with it. I'm not saying anything against the USJ coaching staff other than the fact that there's no reason to do that in that situation. You're doing it, and you're pretty much rubbing salt into the wound where you've won this game outright. No need for that last score right there, and don't think that this will not be talked about in the coaching staff, and it will not be let known.
Well, Dale Carnegie probably would have some thoughts about this. There's an old book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Clock is running. It is a running clock now. All pledge are on to attempt the extra point.
And it's going to be.
It is good. And we're going to take a 30-second timeout with USJ leading 50-13. We'll be back after 30 seconds.
It's savings time at Sarah. Don't let the heat steal your money. The time to buy is now. Savings beyond belief. If it sounds too good to be true, it's not. All new 2019 GMC Sierra Crew Cab. Your price, $30,999. That's a 28% savings. Or GMC Sierra with rough country lift. Your price, $39,999. That's a 26% savings. 2019 Chevy Malibu LS. Your price, $17,999. That's a 25% savings. And 2019 Chevy Corvette. Save $13,900 in savings. Your price, $63,500. Sarah. One destination. So many choices.
We are back here, and it got to be a running clock at 50-13 with the late quarterback sneak, and the game is over. The Bruins remain undefeated. The Eagles dropped to 3-2 on the season. Dave, a couple of quick comments, and then we got to take a 3-minute timeout.
Well, Jackson Christian played hard, and we were outsized, and the simple truth of the matter is we made too many mistakes. We talked about it in the pregame. We turned the ball over in the red zone, and we didn't convert when we needed to convert. And, that's too good of a ball team that's standing out there next to you and going toe-to-toe with you for you to be able to hand it over to them. Hey, but, the biggest thing that I'm going to say is that is a good ball team that you just played right now. And, yes, now you've got 2 region losses, but Fayette Academy next week at Fayette Academy. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Columbia Academy's not playing real good. Trinity Christian's having a little bit of trouble in Davidson. The key right here is fixing to be probably Nashville Christian because, Coach, they take 4 to the playoffs.
Yeah,
and all you got to do is get to that postseason and anything can happen.
That's right. Jeff Brothers does a great job up there. We've got Fayette Academy. We've got to travel and be on the road next week. And we want you to stay with us on WNWS.com. Let me read these sponsors very quickly, and then we're going to take that 3-minute break and come back and talk about this game, get some stats from Greg Armour. Sarah of Jackson at 189 Stonebridge. Of course, Jackson State Community College. You can visit them online at jscc.edu. Victory Jackson North. You can visit them at 531 Van Drive. West Tennessee Bone and Joint, keeping you active. Find out more at WTBJC.com. Of course, dermatology and skin cancer consultants, medical, surgical, cosmetic. They have locations in Jackson and Humboldt. MasterFit Medical, you can call them at 424-6383 and visit the masterfit.net. Old Town Spaghetti Store on Carriage House Drive, where they have all kinds of good food, including that prime rib. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout and come back and wrap this one up here on WNWS.com.
Car Hop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value.
Time that.
You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this. Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
Hello to quality time at Marco's. Hello to the best part of the day and to making someone else's. Say hello to late nights and to the best night ever. These are the primo moments, and they call for Italian quality pizza. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce with a history in the making from the original Giamarco recipe. Say hello to an authentic favorite. Every store, every day, the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Sometimes a routine is a good thing to break. Start your morning at McDonald's and get any of these sandwiches for just $1 each. Because if you don't deserve a morning that's a little easier and a lot tastier, who does?
Sonic's got all my fair faves.
Cheddar peppers, 99-cent corn dogs, Oreo a la mode. But there's no chicken on the Fair Faves menu, right?
No. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Hurry in. Fair Faves start at 99 cents and order ahead for happy hour anytime.
Let King Jewelers serve you. During our 22 years in business, we have made it our mission to be the best jeweler in Jackson. In order to be the best, we believe every customer is important. Select a unique gift for that special someone or a piece for a special occasion. Our staff will be happy to help. With over 35 years' experience in repair and custom design, Grover King will give your jewelry the care it needs to last for years to come. Come to King Jewelers today.
Sonic's got all my fair faves.
Cheddar peppers, 99-cent corn dogs, Oreo a la mode. I love the fair. All the prizes you can win.
Totally. Did you win all those?
Winning's for suckers. I bought these.
Hurry in. Fair Faves start at 99 cents and order ahead for happy hour anytime.
And we are back here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. My favorite phrase, some people don't like it, the unhappy final was 50-13. I thought our young men gave a good effort. They played right down to the last play. We handled most situations with the kind of effort you would want to, and they played right down to the last play. But David, your thoughts, and then let's talk about next week because we've got an important region game again that we got to get up for. This one is now history.
Yeah, and once again, USJ is a quality football team, and it is a big rival, and we talked about that. And there's a lot of emotion that goes into this game, but it is now over, and you got to put it beside you. You got to move on, and we will travel to Fayette Academy, who is a good football team. This is going to be the one right here that's going to probably separate us as getting in because, Nashville Christian's going to be a pretty tough team. And we got them down the road, so we need to get back on the winning track. And then we got Columbia Academy coming here. They're not playing really well. And then the season goes on. This is not the end. I mean, we get 4 teams in the playoffs. And anything, anything can happen.
Oh, you
once
come out.
you make
We've had
the season.
plenty of teams win the state title coming out of that fourth position.
Absolutely, because I mean, look, you're good, and anything can happen when you start crisscrossing the middle regions and going on. But I think it was a valiant effort. We made a couple of mistakes that really cost us really hard, and a couple of breaks go our way. We recover them onside kicks that we were just on the verge of doing. It's a different ball game, but hey. Hats off to USJ for playing the way that they did. They took the opportunities that they got. They made the most of them. Hey, we didn't make the most of ours at that point. We'll learn from this.
We will. We got a young ball club, 8 seniors. I know those 8 seniors would have loved to have put this one away. It was good to see Owen Hughes back. And this one's over. It's history. You move on to the next game, Dave, because if you droll on this one, now if you want to use this one for bulletin board material next year, you can. You put a big old picture of the scoreboard up and on there, and you can lift those and all that. But it's next game theory. Get ready, do something. And you know that Fayette Academy had 12 transfers from Macon Road Academy come in there.
Oh yeah, they did, and it's going to be tough. And that is not an easy place to go play down there in Fayette, and their crowd gets really, really, really wild, and it sits back in the back there, and it's going to be tough. And another one that I'm glad to see that got out on the field. He wasn't 100%, but Peyton Tinsley did get some playing time, and you could tell he wasn't quite as fast and his 100%. But now that he's back on the field, that kind of just starts to roll and get healthy.
But he made the effort.
Yes, absolutely.
And folks, tell you what you do. These young men, pat them on the back, tell them tomorrow's another day, and to prepare and look ahead. And there are bigger fish to fry. David, I think we've had a great time tonight. The score wasn't the way we would have wanted it, not the way Jackson Christian fans would have wanted it. I was hoping we'd have Greg Armour, but if Greg doesn't come, you know what, we can forgive him because it's not a fun time after a game like this. Let me run down these sponsors one more time for you, and we'll start with some of the folks that on this page, and we appreciate everybody. Please tell them about it. Sarah of Jackson, Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, Buick, Kia, 189 Stonebridge, and you can visit them online at sarahjackson.com. Jackson State Community College, dual enrollment program, get high school and college credit. Jackson State, or actually you can call them at 425-2601 or jscc.edu. Victory, Jackson North, 531 Van Drive, West Tennessee Bone and Joint. Call them at 661-9825, keeping you active. Dermatology and Skin Cancer Consultants, locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Learn more at DermanSkinCancer.com. Masterfit, Masterfit Medical, a leading distributor of medical, surgical, and dental products to healthcare providers. 424-6383, and of course, Old Town Spaghetti Store. Try the spaghetti and meatball special, including the salad and bread. Monday through Friday, 11 to 2 on Carriage House Drive. And on the front page, let me hit these sponsors quick. Best One Tire, Mitchell's Body Shop, Lonnie Cobb, Old Country Auto, Tennessee Tractor, Simmons Bank, McDonald's, King Jewelers, Gene Langley Ford, the Hughes Eye Group, Sonic of Jackson, Rockin' Dough Pizza, Outback Steakhouse, Tammy and Norman Reed of Hickman Realty, and Kenny Sutherland, 5 Star Realty. Please tell those folks you heard about them. Dave, last word.
Well, we got to put this one behind us, just like we said. It's a rivalry, but it's over now. And you know what? I'm looking forward to heading west, and we're going to get into Fayette. And I believe that we're going to come out with a W there and put this one aside. And bottom line is that we've got a very, very, very good team, very stout team. There was no penalties out there tonight as far as it's going to go crazy stuff. There was a few on the other side, but, that's going to happen. And I'm ready to play Fayette Academy.
I am too. I'm going to go home, start reviewing Fayette Academy film, getting ready. The Eagles will start preparation over the weekend. The coaches, some of them will even start prepping tonight.
They'll start tonight.
Injuries will heal. The trainers will check everybody. And it was a great night for football. Not a great night as far as score, but a beautiful night. Great pictures. Worthy Road Studios. Our man Lawson Man in here. Our man on top, Paul Schultze. I guess it's time for my infamous or whatever words they are.
Hit it, Coach.
Thanks for your time this time. Till next time. Good night, all.